What's going on? It's your dog Artman Boxing, and we're back with another boxing conversation. Oh man, it's going down. Most definitely. It's going down. It's fucking going down. Showtime, they got a great card. Boxing, we doing good. We doing great. The only thing that's going on right now uh, that I wanted to talk about is these boxers being soft as hell, man. I gotta address it. Man. And it's not just about Charlo too. This is about multiple fighters in boxing. Straight up, multiple fighters in boxing. But let me get my dude Remy up in here real quick. Yeah, man, what's going
Yo,
on?
what's up, bro? Oh man,
It,
today was annoying.
it was seeing the timeline. This whole Lomachenko Haney shit. This Charlo
No, that's
Mike
that's
Tyson
you know
shit.
that's what I'm ready. I'm heat. I'm on a missile on Cambosa's ass, man. I'm a heated seeking, bro.
Hey,
I've been arguing with so many people about him today.
this dude Lomachenko about to go AWOL. Look, bro, they talking about Russia talking about fucking turning it up on the Ukraine, and Loma like, well, shit. Well, now that I took enough pictures, it's time for me to go back home.
He said I took pictures and got out of there,
Hell yeah, I was there. He gonna tell his
bro.
grandkids, yeah, I was there. Then I had to dip
And
out.
people are like literally, and this shit is annoying. They try to skip on the traits he's showing by even doing some shit like that or considering some shit like that.
Yeah,
Like what the?
I'm on fucking George Cambosis, dude. I'm really on
That's
George
some
Cambosis.
sleazy shit.
Real shit. Like this whole shit with George, and you notice, man. I'm telling you, bro. When before the TO fight, or when the fight was announced, or whatever, leading up to the fight, George Kambosos was very active on Twitter. Matter of fact, he was
Super active.
talking. He was replying to me on Twitter whenever I tweet him or I post a video about him. He was heart it, retweet it, or whatever. But now, since he got these belts, that man been real silent, real fucking silent.
He Hollywood as fuck.
Hollywood as fuck, dude.
That's not what it is. He knew that once this news dropped, what you gonna say? How you gonna defend the duck? So he's like, I might as well just go ahead and be quiet because ain't really nothing to
Yeah,
be
that's what it
said.
is.
You ducked. You a
You on
bitch.
point, That's got to be what it is. That's the only like, cause he's trying to play chess after doing a bunch of bozo shit. So like that makes hella sense.
He thinking what we thinking. What can you say? How can you defend this bullshit? This nigga's literally getting a permission slip from war. He is probably the first Ukrainian citizen in the history of the fucking Ukraine that is asking for a special permission slip from war during a mandatory draft against the Russian invasion to go box in the United States for some bread while his people are getting shelled and starving. That is the history of Vasily Lomachenko. The first nigga to ask for a permission slip to get out of fucking war. Do you know what Jamel Herring would look like if he asked his commanding officer for a fucking permission slip to fly from Iraq to go to fucking Madison Square Garden and go beat some niggas' asses for millions of dollars while his people getting smoked? Man, get that bitch shit out of here, y'all. Man, you motherfuckers over here riding this dude. He's a bitch, bro.
Hop,
Fuck
they're
that
trying
shit.
to frame it as he's doing it for Ukraine.
He's a bitch. He might as well have stayed in Greece. This is pointless. I'm
He
like,
go.
why
His
did you
whole
come
his whole
back?
purse is gonna be donated to the Ukraine war.
Cap, cap.
You gonna get them niggas 100 grand probably.
He gonna buy a house and disappear like Dave Chappelle did.
And now they're trying to point out that he stayed in the U.S. already.
He already back? What flight
No,
did
they're
he
saying he really lives in the U.S. He isn't in the Ukraine. They trying to grasp at straws, trying to figure out any reason to justify him fucking leaving that war.
That's more embarrassing than anything. Well, like at least the Klitschko's actually lived there and went back to their kids. The Klitschko's so hard; they got PhDs and teach at school and shit. One of them became the mayor. Like, man, bro. Like I said, his history. Fuck all that boxing shit. Fuck his amateur career. His history will be the first Ukrainian to ever request a permission slip from combat during a fucking invasion. They drafted the entire country, and he requested a permission slip to go box.
And nobody's simply holding that nigga accountable to what he said on camera. That it's like, bro, how? And it's like, I don't like to
What's
say
going on, bro?
racism shit, blah blah blah. But it's like, what other reason do you have to justify you just? And then these motherfuckers are trying to make some childish ass nana boo boo shit about it. Like, oh well, he just looks like a pussy does. That's it. That's it.
Right.
We're not losing any sleep about it. He just looks like a pussy, and we're gonna say it.
Ooh,
And
Mark Kriegel getting this speech ready for Lomachenko's return, boy.
and lightweight in the lightweight division is still
Ooh.
fucked up.
Mark
Lomachenko, the Matrix.
He said, "Yeah, the Matrix. You know, even though his country is serving, his fellow countrymen are serving his war. He has a contract that he has to fulfill here at Top Rank. He is a hero, but he knows his job is very important. That's why he's donating his whole purse to the Ukraine war or Ukraine charity."
Some damn cap. Looks like Tyson Fury donated some shit. You know what my thing is? If Lomachenko don't give a fuck about the Ukraine, why do I have to? Like, yeah, they tried to tell us we gotta pray. Lomachenko went over there, took some pictures, and hopped his ass back on the first thing smoking. We don't know where he is now. He took that one fucking photo with a rifle slung over his back. Probably got on the same truck he slid in on across the border and went to Greece. Like, what the fuck? One photo.
Very weird people taking pictures doing wars and stuff. Like, I don't take pictures when I'm having too much fun.
Is somebody trying to tell me, because I was like, yo, this is one of the weirdest wars to me. Yeah, I know a lot of wars were filmed, but this is a war where it's filmed and put on social media.
And that's why a lot of people think it's bullshit, because like I said, all the people, you could tell all the people that are victim to the news cycle. Russia invaded Ukraine in 2014. It's 2022. Nobody was praying for Ukraine until CNN told these motherfuckers to. Putin already did this, and he annexed Crimea, which is a much bigger deal than Ukraine. The motherfuckers don't pay attention to all that. It's just like with the Conlon situation. The only reason they said pray, not Conlon, Conlon. The only reason they said pray for Conlon is because the commentator said pray for Conlon. That's not the first time we've seen a motherfucker get knocked smooth out the ring. All day they made that one seem extra bad. He caught a right uppercut, went to sleep, fell out. It happens. He's fine. They take everyone to the hospital after you get knocked unconscious. That's how it goes. They're trying to hype that up. Oh my God, fight of the year. Pray for Colin. That's standard operating procedure,
that shit
bro.
Was fight of the year to me. Yeah, it was a decent scrap, but nigga, hell no.
We in March. What the fuck we talking about fight of the year for?
That's what
I didn't even watch that shit.
Like we in March. What are we talking about? Fight of the year.
Fights like that. Who the fuck? I know Conlon and I know Wood too, but I don't care about them.
They don't. Yeah.
The main thing I know about Conlon is he's associated with that guy.
Oh, the DK.
Yeah.
the DK.
Hey, bro, we didn't talk about Dan Kinahan hella times, bro.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
A lot of shit.
God damn, man. Bro, it's because it's like
you said that guy.
Man. It's like
because he don't want DK to show up at the armory one day, be like, "Hey, so you're art man?"
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck around then.
Next thing you know, I'm fucking
a lot about the lady or some shit.
I'm gonna be banned from PBC fights for life, nigga.
You don't want to see that weird old man cap wearing motherfucker sitting in the audience one day, and then he goes, "Oh, so it's you?" Yeah, so that's why I just say DK or whatever.
And them niggas all 40 plus. Wow, this shit.
Our man, don't smoke yourself to sleep like last night.
Y'all niggas both passed out.
I passed out, bro. And look, straight against my will, bro. Like I didn't remember shit.
It wasn't me, bro. I swear I was fucking extremely tired because I went to the gym, nigga, and I ate, and I was just like, yo, I'm just chopping it up, listening to y'all niggas talk about boxing. Next thing you know, I'm out of there.
I was roasting y'all too. I was like, as much weed as these niggas smoke, they got no tolerance. They both just passed out. I was roasting y'all.
I promise it wasn't the weed, bro. I was up all day too.
Nah, yeah, it was because I got a morning job. I be up early as hell. I be up at like 6 a.m. just working.
Yeah, I feel
I just got a new job, man. That shit, man.
Yeah, congratulations,
man.
Congrats,
bro. Like I ain't even gonna lie, like. I'm on some shit like now we need to go in on the Loma Cambosis purse bid and get that nigga Loma 99%. That's all.
And you know what's gonna be even worse? let's say though something terrible happens and Kambosos fuck around and win. What y'all gonna say about Lomachenko then? Or you just gonna start sucking Kambosos' dick? Like what y'all?
Kambosos was the greatest lightweight ever.
Oh my god! And then you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna justify. See, he wasn't ducking Haney, so therefore we don't need to see that fight now because they already beat Loma, so he's straight. That's all they're gonna say.
Nigga, I just don't understand. Imagine Charlo going back and fighting J Rock instead of fighting Castano, dude. What?
That's why I said he should fight. You remember what I was saying? I was saying fuck Castano. We should fight Hurd then. That's more bread than fucking Castano.
And then you know what I was telling people? I'm like, dude, why does it even matter about who he fights or who fights this or whatever when you guys clearly break your own fucking logic every fucking day? With this Kambosos Haney shit, it shows you that it don't matter if you beat the top guys and got a world belt. If the champion wants to fight the guy that lost and the people want to see it and the promotions want to see it, they're going to make it happen.
That's
Regardless
why
who deserves what. It's not about who deserves shit. It's not about who deserves, and we need to stop thinking about that in fucking boxing, bro.
That's corny.
They want.
That's why motherfuckers got mad at me when I said if you're okay with Kambosos going for the most money as opposed to unifying, I don't ever want to hear your fucking mouths about Tank Davis' career ever again.
It don't add up, and you keep trying to say it. Like, so you're on the internet to just get on people's fucking nerves, pretty much. You're not a fucking boxing fan. Get your little bozo ass on, stay out my mentions, because I know it's like that's an illogical conversation.
Always say you guys are not boxing fans, but
bro, they're talking about
never be at these fights, never made money off of boxing, never fucking don't even know how to throw a jab straight, nigga. Fuck you talking about, dude?
Don't got no gloves, don't train, don't spar, don't get in real fights, don't defend their honor, don't defend their girlfriend. We could go on.
Nigga, girlfriend, they don't even got that shit.
Niggas don't got gals.
Not at all.
That's what annoyed me. The niggas that be trying to argue with us on Twitter, bro, all losers.
That's why whenever I post my video, me hitting the bag or whatever, you see I got a whole bunch of niggas hating. I'm like, the only thing I tell them is post your clip so I can see.
Hey, Art, you're public enemy number one, Art.
I think so.
Art, they be talking about you in conversations that you have no clue are happening type shit.
I know. They don't even tag
that shit is hilarious, bro.
I'm like, yo, what? The fuck?
They don't be tagging. And it was funny as fuck. Like when our man Twitter first got snapped, they were like, "Oh my god, yeah, what are you gonna do?" I'm like, "Bro, I had a Twitter before our man. The fuck you talking about? What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be here. What the fuck is you talking about?"
It's like we finally got him.
You smoked some dude early, and that shit is annoying because he was trying to talk about your Abby. I'm like, bro, kind of weird. That's Marvin Hagler, stupid.
But the thing is
that mattered to you.
But the thing is, why the fuck are you concerned? I could be anybody. What's the big deal? Not to mention, to be quite honest, if I were to shave my head, I look basically like Marvin Hagler, no cap. Like that's basically what I look like.
but your ad says you're a boxing. You're here for boxing, so you having a boxing Abby is the furthest thing from weird.
But the thing is, all the main accounts that talk the most shit, that get their dick sucked, like fucking Irv and Father of the Year, them niggas ain't got nobody up there either. So I like that's why I don't take that shit serious. Let's talk about boxing or politics.
They have a current fighter.
Like they be creeping, looking up your family pictures and all that shit. I'm like,
yeah, they're gonna find like my first kiss from first grade or some shit and be like, oh my god, you see her? Blah. Like what the, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I did that to a nigga though. Just like because he had a Canelo shirt on with Look, bro, he was standing in front of a boxing glove, right? And I could tell, I'm like, man, he like fucking 4'11", like, and then he had a Canelo shirt with Canelo with a crown on. I was like, this dude got a current boxer, right? That wouldn't be weird to me to have a fight shirt. You know, I got fight shirts. That's not weird. But to have a current boxer with a crown on him, that's weird. Like, I wouldn't buy no Floyd shirt with no fucking crown on it, bro, just because that's just too weird. You know, I'm going too far at that point.
You know what's weird to me? Is when you tell a nigga, even though he got caught with pets, that the pet that he's taking is not a pet.
Tamaski agent too.
And
Hey,
keep in mind, these are motherfuckers who barely made it out of ESL class. They all of a sudden become master chemists. Sit your dumb asses down.
Exactly. Shit, niggas. Hey, I don't know if y'all seen, but niggas was mad that the Showtime card had the Armory, the big fights at the Armory.
yeah,
Why are people mad about that?
Because I don't know.
Like
they're
that's
they
what
were
the
saying
fuck?
being in Minnesota, period, right?
yeah, they was
Like
like,
shit.
why is it in Minnesota? What's
Where do
Minnesota?
these bums
Da,
live?
da, da, da. I'm like, dude, why you niggas mad? Obviously, something over here. It's not in your city. The
Right.
fuck?
Where are they supposed to go? Baltimore ain't got a lot of venues. So like big ones at least. And not to mention, like I said, it's not that much shit to do over there.
Nigga, hell yeah, bro. A lot of people are gonna be at that Fulton fight. That shit's gonna get sold out. I might buy my ticket now, type shit.
You probably should. That's gonna be dope.
I know that shit's gonna be fucking man,
That's
oh
gonna be a
man.
good fight. I think I'm only gonna catch Ugas and Spence and Charlo and Selecki maybe, cause I'm not leaving Texas, bro.
You see that? You see that? He says square ass boy Mayate.
That's a
Nigga,
racist slur.
I know.
That's a racist slur.
I grew up in Texas. I know.
Yeah, that's that's a racist slur.
And none of them niggas will say that shit to my face though, because they already know.
Yeah, I'll max his
they
ass
already know
out.
what's-
I'll max his ass out if he said that to me.
Look,
My thing is, I'm like, why you over here speaking Spanish? Why you repping Texas? Rep where your people actually came from. Rep where they ran from. Oh, don't try to put up the great American Texas. Nah, y'all lost. No, actually, no, y'all sold that to the United States because you couldn't grow anything on the motherfucking land.
Mhm.
So go ahead and rep that bullshit your parents came from.
I told him. I said, look, you can rep where you came from and be proud of it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't try to shit on where I'm from because motherfuckers gonna bounce back. We gonna come back at you. We gonna spit at you. So check this out. With Charlo in the Canelo situation, Mike Tyson, man, I don't know if y'all seen that. Did y'all see the interview with Mike Tyson?
Yeah,
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched the clip that was
I
posted.
played that
right
clip
now.
because that's all. I'm gonna play it real quick because it's some real shit, man. Some real deal shit. Hold on. And that's the reason why I'm doing this live right now.
He was right, man.
I fired off. Who? Benavidez. He ain't no Mexican monster. Everybody's scared of him. Nobody's scared of him. We bots. We're not scared of no human on earth. Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out. What's up? This is Jamal the Hitman Show. To let the hands loose. No, he wasn't taking it. All right. The world needs him to prove it. He should be fighting him right now. The best motherfucker out there think he could. He didn't even have to fight the last Bello fight.
Okay.
I'm just waiting. It's not like that. Fight this guy.
Hold on. My bad, y'all.
I think Anthony Durrell. That's him.
Okay, Pete.
Yeah, you never fought him before? Never in the amateurs? Nah, never. I think y'all was like. You ever think about Benavidez? Would you fight him? I fight him for sure. Yeah. Then why you not getting him? Fight anybody. He ready. Right. You know that. I know. Why did not letting you fight this guy? This guy got me calling him the Mexican monster. Everybody's scared of this guy. I ain't saying you want to fight. I just think his value is low. He's not worth as much as God damn, man. I'd rather get one of the best in the world right now that got a belt. Then why you not fighting? I'm just waiting. It's not like it was when you was coming up and boxing. Like I gotta get one of the best in the world right now. They got a belt. Then why you not fighting? I'm just waiting. It's not like it was when you was coming up and boxing. Like I gotta go through managers. Listen, you just start talking about his mother, his family. They don't get a fight. Oh man. No, that's a different one. It's different. No, but look, I seen him at the fight, last Bello fight. And he was over there ringside kind of calling them out. I felt like, I don't know what he said, but it looked like he wanted some of that. Nah, it was too friendly. To me, it was too friendly.
Too friendly.
Too friendly. You gotta be like the Reverend Bird of the man. Suck this. Give me this motherfucker. Get in the ring. We sign the contract, bitch. Right.
No bullshit. No bullshit.
The whole purpose is to crush the world to your feet, man. Motherfucker out there think he could beat you. Get the fuck out of here. That's just real talk. That's from a fighting. That's from a fighting top pedigree perspective.
Mike is preaching.
And you know what? It's easy.
You know what I'm saying? Could y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear
I
it.
watched that shit earlier. I watched it right before we went live.
See, look, my thing is, yes, because this is some shit I've already said on the channel. Why are you guys being so motherfucking friendly? Why are you guys not taking it up a level? You see how we're just talking about how you guys got me public. You said I was public enemy, right? Motherfuckers talking about me, right? You know what you got to do? Do what the fuck I be doing. Not giving a fuck, nigga. Don't give a fuck. Do like how Mike Tyson did and Roberto Duran did and Muhammad Ali. Don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, if you start charging Canelo up, calling him out his name, disrespect who he is, disrespect where he come from, when in basis of, you want to negotiate a fight, his people's not going to let that down. His people going to see him and be like, yo, he talking about the home. You gotta do something about that, Canelo.
Exactly.
And then that's why they're going to be like, yo, these Euro guys, nah, this is not the guy that was talking about Mexico. This is not him. I want that guy. I want that guy. But nah, these niggas on some, I'm just waiting. I'm talking to my manager. We just trying to figure it out. Nigga, ain't no figuring it out, bro. Like, look, think about it. You had the money, right? The money was there. Everybody know the money was there. Scratch that off the list. He ain't want that. You fought everybody that the WBC said that you should fight to be his #1 mandatory. The WBC said, nah, fuck all that. Franchise.
Hey, side note too, Art.
You did everything in the book to get this Canelo fight besides keep it gangster.
Abdullayev just knocked out Linares, and they act like the shit was amazing. A lot of people weren't talking about it because the fight was kind of low key, but no one said, "Oh shit, Devin Haney smoked that motherfucker," and he knocked out Linares.
No, all they did was talk about how Haney went 12, and it's like, yeah, but he smoked dude that smoked him. So what are we talking about? It's
in
all
four
that
rounds. In 4 rounds.
All that shows you is that triangle theories are stupid. But about what Mike Tyson was saying, now look, I can agree that that's what you should do if you want to get big fights or get public interest and sell the fight before the fight's even made. I agree with that part. However, specifically related to Canelo, that does nothing. And the reason why I say it does nothing is precisely for what you said. The bread was already there. People talking shit about Al Heyman. Al Heyman emptied the piggy bank and was like, here it is. I'm going to give you both of these motherfuckers for way more bread plus pay-per-view back end that you was going to get over there at the zone because their pay-per-view model ain't even up and running. They about to experiment. They about to do some guinea pig shit. So Al Heyman was like, okay, here it is. What's up? And he said, hell no. That means that no matter what you could have done, that fight wasn't going to happen. He literally turned it down for more money. That means you could offer him all the money in the world. He's not going to fight you. Number 2, Andre had already tried this. Andre called him a bitch. Andre was all up in his face. Andre did all this. Andre was in his division and actually had the last belt he needed to become undisputed, and he still didn't bite. So that just means that, like I said, I respect.
I don't think he kept it too gangster though, especially at the press conference, nigga. I don't know about that beehive. If me and my pops would have came up, man, my pops a crip, nigga. Fuck all that, nigga. We've been on that, bro. We've been in that bitch. What the fuck you talking about, boy? Hell nah. Fuck me, nigga. Nah, fuck you, nigga. And all these motherfuckers up in this bitch. Real shit.
And that's cool.
I know D-Hive is some ignorant nigga shit. But
no.
Because this is boxing, but this is also the entertainment business.
No, what I was gonna say is
you gotta force people to have an opinion about you.
Yeah. No, what I was gonna say is they should be doing all that regardless. They should be doing everything you just said regardless to anybody they want to fight. All I'm saying is it's not gonna work on that specific dude because we done already tried it.
Yeah, he on some pussy shit. He said he on some pussy shit. Period. He don't care what's going on.
It's not gonna work. Do you know how much bread that was? He's not gonna do it,
bro. I'm telling you right now.
It's over with.
There's not 2 niggas on this planet that's around my weight class that I would not fight for $100 million right now.
Dude, I will fucking
black Chinese nigga. I don't even care if you got 6 arms.
Is that
we fighting, bro.
Is that B-Ball fight set?
For now,
Nigga,
we gotta see.
Friday is the date because there's two people online saying that one source is telling them that something's gonna happen with these pre-sales on Friday, and there's another source saying disregard that, the sales on Friday for the fight.
Man, I know the sanctioning bodies ain't about to pass up on their fees because they don't give a fuck about.
That's true.
They don't give a fuck about the
Ukraine. You know what I'm
Ukraine.
thinking, D-Hive? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking somebody might try to big brother the situation though.
How?
I don't
You mean
know.
like the state?
Look. What I'm saying is basically, check this out. A lot of companies in America is cutting ties with Russia, right? Seeing how everybody's doing it in unison, I wouldn't be surprised if they're getting some type of order from somebody, or they're just following the trend from somebody higher up. What if, management and, the hotel business, I mean, not the hotel business, but the motherfucking arena business, whatever. What if they get the call and they're like, man, we were told that we cannot host this fight because the person that's involved is a Russian citizen.
That kind of order would have to come down from the state, because I'm gonna say this: the city council is not going to, whatever city it's in, I forgot what it is, they're not gonna pass up on all that juicy ass revenue, the tourist revenue, the hotel revenue. So if it's an order, it's gonna be from the top, like the damn governor's office gonna be like, hey, this is a bad look. And what state is it happening in?
And that's what I'm thinking. Like, man, would they do that for this type of person or not? I don't know.
Let me look up the venue real quick. I wasn't even paying attention to what the fuck this bullshit was stating. It's supposed. In Vegas, man, they ain't canceling shit.
They ain't canceling?
No, I mean they can afford to, but it's a Canelo fight. They ain't about to waste that paper. They don't give a fuck about the Ukraine. It's business. They ain't about to.
I'm just saying, shit. What if they ain't wasting the paper? What if they just switching the opponent?
Oh my god, what if it's Macabooty last minute?
Minute.
Oh my god, if they, bro,
I'm just getting annoyed thinking about the possibility of that shit, bro. That was gonna be the third fight, bro.
He was already training since his last fight.
Oh my god, imagine they swap out Ryder for Bivol and just push him up to 175. Oh my god. If these niggas do that, they bet not, because the sanctioning body still said that it's a title fight. So they bet not switch it out for some weak shit. Oh my god. If they pay this nigga how much bread to fight anybody that's not Bivol, I'm done. Throw the zone in the fucking trash. You done fucked up Devin Haney. This nigga's fighting anybody. Get him.
Let's just be real. What if it's like that, D-Hive? Let's say, okay, the tickets go on sale and everybody buy the tickets. It leads up to the last week of the fight, or last 2 weeks of the fight.
Bivol gonna catch COVID.
Unfortunately, Bivol, sprained his arm or his elbow or some shit, somehow. But John Ryder, he always been training, so he just beat Denny Jacobs, right? Fuck it. And you beat Denny Jacobs. That?
Oh my goodness. And I was just talking, I was like, how much credit should we really give Triple G and Canelo for Jacobs, considering the current Jacobs we're looking at now? How much credit should we give to niggas for that?
Bro, did you
like you said yesterday, what were his best wins before fucking? I mean, outside of Quillen, what was his best wins?
I mean, damn his resume. I'm just talking about how the people saw him. Because when it comes to black fighters, you ain't shit unless you lose to the right person. Like if Devin Haney lost to Lomachenko, he would be the best fucking lightweight champion in the world. Yeah. He was heavily avoided. Nobody wanted to fight him except Lomachenko. It'd be all types of bullshit like that.
Yeah, they're gonna finally admit that shit. Like, oh man, I hate these, man. Man, I hate them. I hate these guys, man.
And the fans are why Virgil Ortiz Jr. and Jaime Munguia are willing to kill themselves fighting nobody. Because the issue is, when you lose to a black fighter, the fans throw you under the bus. They say you wasn't shit.
Bro.
They say you got no skills, you fought nobody, your resume was trash, you're too young.
clowning Mexicans fighting Tank, saying
Yeah.
this is the Mexicans that Tank fight, and they be Mexicans posting it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
bro.
weird.
If they don't get KO like Cruz, he's Pitbull. He got a fan base off losing.
But he ain't have
Well,
his coming into the fight. I'll tell you that.
Well, no, he got that fan base because people convinced themselves that he beat Tank in some way because he went the distance. That's why he got the fan base. If he had got
People
smoked,
was really saying that shit. Oh my god, it was
Bro,
a healthy amount of people saying that.
they still saying it.
There's a fight. There's a fucking video of the fight I'm at where somebody's real ringside, like real close. It's pitch perfect, and a Latino dude posted. You go to the comments, it's just all of them saying, "Well, Tank lost that fight. He lost. I'm like,
Robbery. I'm like, which
he should
round
give
did
him a
Cruz win?
rematch, bro. I'm like, oh man, here we go.
I'm like, outside of maybe the first 2 or 3 rounds, where was Cruz's success? Shit, Tank got more active on his ass after he broke his fucking hand. I've never seen Tank land that many damn right hooks in a row. He got way more active after his hand broke.
That shit didn't happen to them. They don't even acknowledge that type of shit. Same thing with Gary Russell. Like they gave Max Sayo full credit for that win. That shit was annoying.
I mean,
it was really, to be honest, they didn't really get that nigga credit like that. They was just on some now the belt's gonna be active type shit.
They were just happy Gary lost.
Yeah,
that's all it was.
Exactly.
Hold
on, let me read what he said in the chat. My dude Slide Tendency says, "God, I appreciate Mike Tyson for always keeping it 100. What do you think of the interview with Charlo, D-Hive, and Art? What you think about it, D-Hive?"
No, I mean, like I was saying earlier, his advice was completely valid, and I recommend that any fighter that really wants a big fight do that from beginning to end. However, I just think that based on what we've seen so far with Canelo, that was never going to work. Canelo is already a dude that's decided, if I'm gonna fight you, really doesn't matter what you say, I'm gonna fight you regardless. Because think about it, most of the people that he's fought since Mayweather, they've been nothing but respectful. The only people to really talk a little bit of shit is Triple G after the first fight and fucking Plant. Everybody else
who made that song about Canelo? You freestyled it to him.
Who?
You ever seen it was a press conference. I forgot who he fought. Man. What's that nigga name? You know him. But he's another Mexican dude. One of the last few Mexican dudes Canelo fought.
Josecito Lopez?
No, not Josecito Lopez.
Angulo?
It was before that.
Oh, before that, shit. His career wasn't shit before that. What the fuck?
But it was a Mexican dude. I wish Polo's on here, where the nigga was spitting a freestyle and dissing Canelo. And he was laughing about his skin color and his freckles.
No, well, if it's back in the day when Canelo wasn't shit,
he was talking about shit like that. That's why y'all probably
was it Centron?
No. Let me see.
Damn, where the fuck was this? Michael Rosales?
Alfonso Gomez.
God damn, you know how long ago that shit was?
I know, right?
Alfonso Gomez fought this nigga in 2011. Oh my god.
You didn't hear his little rap?
No, I ain't never heard that shit. Oh my god.
Hold on. He literally rapping to Canelo right now. Hey, I swear to God, I'm not even making this shit up. Go see, man. He's literally Canelo's in the chair. And he's like, you bitch, Canelo. You got motherfucking freckles and you fucking white. That's what the dude said he was saying. I don't know. It's just weird, man. But,
yeah, that was back in the day before he became Cinebank. Now all of a sudden everybody like you should have even the Kovalev build up. Niggas out there hugging and shit. What the hell is this?
I don't like that shit, man. But yeah, what I think about that Mike Tyson interview, I liked it though. He kept it 100. He kept it 100.
Yeah, and that Kovalev build-up definitely made me mad because with Andre Ward and all these other people, Kovalev was the ultimate badass. It came to Canelo. Oh, how you doing, sir? That's a nice jacket. What the fuck is this? You ain't crushing nothing but booty cheeks, nigga. You ain't fucking
nigga. Canelo's fucking debt relief, nigga.
Yeah, fucking garbage. Oh, thank you so much. I know you didn't have to do this, but I appreciate it. Like, oh my god, didn't even try to sell it.
Yeah. Fucking Ribby, you peeping that fucking freestyle?
Bro, this shit is fucking hilarious.
I'm surprised y'all niggas had never seen that shit.
Nah, I didn't start paying attention to Canelo Alvarez's career until he fought Centron.
Bro, I think, yeah, that's when I was in high school still, bro. I wasn't like,
Niggas. I was literally a junior.
That shows you how long this nigga Canelo be fucking since he started boxing.
Yeah,
15.
When he was on Floyd undercards at that time, bro, I didn't pay attention to him at fucking all.
Well, he didn't really make big time until he fought Mosley. Then people were like, "Oh shit, okay."
You know, I'm gonna keep it 100.
Exactly.
I've seen Canelo fight before, but I never really paid attention to him until I would say about before the Triple G versus Canelo fight, the first one.
Okay, I was watching.
I seen the Chavez Junior fight live, and then I seen that fight. But
at that time, I liked it when he fought.
Because they kept on.
I
ain't gonna lie, they was boosting the hell out of HBO. They was boosting the hell out of him during that Triple G1 fight.
You know,
I watched the Chavez Jr. fight. I wasn't really impressed because I'm like, dude, I don't know. You throwing all these punches, this nigga ain't going down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was cool with Canelo until I saw the Liam Smith fight after the Andre situation. Then I started giving him some side eye. I was like, all right, nigga, you get a few more of these before you got to get back to work, or else I'm gonna write you off. He fought, and then after he fought Triple G, I was like, oh, okay, that's a good little scrap. Then he tested positive, and then he started fighting Fielding and shit. I'm like, okay, all right, nah, I'm done. Goodbye.
Look, check this out though. I had $100 on Canelo Alvarez in the Triple G1 fight with my uncle. I remember, buddy was tight then. I was like, yo, I can't afford to lose this real quick, man. When the fucking scorecards came about, or when the end of the fight came about, my pops was like, man, you need to go ahead and give your uncle that $100 right now, man. And I was like, damn, pops, really? You can ask my pops for real. I had that shit in my hand, and as soon as the scorecard said a draw, man, I put that shit back in my pocket so damn fast. I said, man. But my pops was like, you go ahead and get it. Canelo lost that fight. Right then and there, I said, oh yeah, this guy, I don't know, man. They probably just want a rematch. Because he clearly lost that shit, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. He lost that motherfucking fight. No, but he looked good. But he lost. And he was on his bike. And I was wondering,
he was on that fucking bike.
That I've never seen Canelo really on his bike like that.
Never.
Ever.
Never. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Triple G hit him with some flush shit in that first fight. And me personally, I thought he won both fights. I thought Triple G won both fights. I thought in the second fight he outboxed him.
Nah, I feel like, because I rewatched both of them, and I had Triple G up in the first fight, and I had it a draw in the second fight, to be honest.
I thought that was cool too, giving him a draw, because Canelo was more aggressive in the second fight, and he was trying to fight him.
Six and a half rounds.
And it's funny because people like to talk about punch counts, and I'm like, Triple G outlanded him in both fights. So that punch count shit is dumb. Like
he outjabbed the fuck out of him in the second fight.
Yeah, they're like, all you landed was a jab. And I'm like, yeah, and he locked his ass down for both fights. So what the fuck you talking
And that's
about?
really all you need to neutralize Canelo. He can't KO you if you do that.
Yeah, the jab was because what Triple G would do is jab, 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 straight, and Canelo would have to resort to doing his and try to get out because he would try to, and then if he try to counter, motherfucker he was out of steam back then. He ain't out of steam now, but you know what I'm saying.
And you know it's funny too. The moment
back then trying to throw them punches and retaliate to try to counter.
The moment I realized, I knew right when Eddie Reynoso said this shit that Canelo was gonna have to get the fuck up out of middleweight. I knew the moment in the second fight. It was like the sixth. I don't know if it was like the 6th or the 8th round. But Reynoso literally told him in the corner. They translated it from Spanish. They were like, "Dude, stop trying to knock this man out. Okay, it's not gonna work.
Yeah,
you need to box. You need to vote." I knew right then. I was like, "Oh, this nigga gonna have to leave middleweight, because you hitting Triple G with everything, and he ain't going nowhere." And then after the Deverenchenko fight, it was like, "Oh, come on, bro. How Deverenchenko managed to tap this dude's liver, but you can't?"
He
I was
won
like,
that fight
yeah,
to me.
Why was it?
He got dropped, but he won.
because he was scared. He got hit with some shit. He was like, oh man, shit, Triple G,
Yeah,
man.
that's true.
Because the thing is, I'm not saying Triple G had enough power to knock him out, but he couldn't risk a knockdown because of how close these fights were. If Triple G had gotten even one knockdown, he would have won the fight. Either one.
That's why Canelo probably thanking motherfucking the Virgin Mary for that goddamn chin.
Right. Shit,
real.
that's why he's backing up so damn much. He jab, get little combos
And
off,
he was
then
on the
back
ropes.
up.
He was trying to tell Triple G to come to the ropes because he was like, hell no, he finna fight you in the middle of the ring.
He's like, I need you to miss so I can try to push you over, get a fake knockdown like Tyson Fury would do. Like try to lean on you, push you over or something before you trip. Kind of like what Triple G did to Jacobs in the first fight, that first round when he just ran up on him and then tripped him and then got that knockdown in. Because without that knockdown, Triple G would have lost that fight too.
But I'm gonna keep it 100.
They probably still wouldn't have gave it to Jacobs.
I think it was like round 8 or round 9 of Triple G versus Canelo. With Triple G tried to throw he threw like a 5-punch combination, but them bitches had no steam on it. I was like, dude, if he goes there trying to fight the Charlo at 160 like that, he's gonna get hurt.
They both lose to Charlo at 160.
Say that too. I was gonna say, what do y'all think Charlo jab would do to Charlo? Be dropping niggas with his jab, bro.
Because look, I was honestly the guy thinking, bro, and after the Triple G2 fight, I said, bro, if this is Canelo's very best, this is him at his final form type shit, nigga, 160 Charlo's gonna fucking wash him.
And he knew this.
Wash him.
He knew this.
Ready to see that because Charlo beat Hugo Centeno, and I'm like, oh yeah, mandatory time. And then all of a sudden, franchise came about. But they want to tell me that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Y'all think that's bad? Imagine this. Imagine the Canelo fresh off of Mayweather fighting Big Charlo at 154. It would have been fucking pure annihilation. That shit wouldn't have went 12, bro. Charlo would have got all up in his ass.
At 154, Canelo wasn't ready for Andre. Oh my God. Andre and Charlo would have washed his ass then. Bro, when Charlo fought Williams, they stayed the fuck away from him after that.
Bro, man, Hurd would have beat Canelo.
Did you see how big Charlo looked?
I don't know. Canelo would have probably cleaned Hurd up, bro. Hurd be right there the whole fucking fight. That's exactly what Canelo won.
I don't know. No, real shit. No, I feel like Canelo at 154 could have beat Hurd.
Hurd don't got no fucking defense at all.
No defense. And them liver taps would have fucking probably popped his ass because Canelo do not have throw.
He lost to Williams? Nah. Because I think Canelo could have beat Williams. He probably just didn't think that at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's just because Hurd is so big, and Hurd would have probably bullied him and tried to lean on him, and also at 154, I'm not sure if Canelo could have handled Hurd's power, especially if Hurd would have landed clean.
Nah, you know what I see? I'm gonna keep it 100. I see Canelo hitting Hurd with the same fucking knockdown that he knocked fucking
Triple G
Smith brother out with.
Oh, a little liver tap?
Left up top and dip low and then left to the stomach hard as fuck.
I don't think that would have been enough to stop Hurd. Hurd big as fuck.
You think it would have stopped him? I feel like
no, I don't. I don't think that would have been enough. I'm not saying Hurd wouldn't get beat the fuck up. I'm just saying that it'll be an interesting fight.
Man,
yeah, because Hurd would apply pressure.
That shit look like
and Canelo, I don't think Canelo fought anybody that just really applied pressure to him like that.
No, only Triple G, yeah. And Triple G was just a tank. He knew once.
No, I'm talking about, you know what I meant to say that's big like that also. I meant to say it's big like that also.
Yeah, that's why he don't want to fight Morrell, because Morrell do both of those.
Yeah.
They always, you know what they like?
He got an excuse too.
Some small guy just beating up the Giants. Beating up the Giants because he beat Rocky Fielder and Caleb Smith and Kovalev.
Because they were so tall. Look, he's only 5'8". Look what he's doing. I'm like, I have to remind promoters and professional boxing journalists: is boxing divided by weight or by height? Because like I said, give what's his name? Give Mike Tyson some clenbuterol and have that nigga cut down to light heavyweight. Man, you be calling the police on him. You be fucking murky dudes. That's what I'm talking about.
Nah, let Mike Tyson get.
That's a scary sight, man.
And look, now we're talking about cutting weight. Let's talk about Virgil Ortiz because niggas talking about sympathy for him, nigga. Fuck all that sympathy shit, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. You know why? Because we gotta keep it 100. We gotta keep it 100. We gotta keep it 100, nigga. This is signs of you fucking not being in the weight class that you're supposed to be in. And for you guys to say, oh, Tank, I heard dudes call Tank Jeep and shit. He fat boy, all that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Saying all that. For you guys to be saying all that and saying, oh, bless Virgil Ortiz heart, nigga, fuck all that, nigga. Hell no.
Yeah.
He needs to be held to the same standards, nigga. You're a weight bully, go up to 154.
He's paying the
Killing
cost of
yourself.
being unprofessional.
That's very unprofessional.
You see what he said about Hurd in the chat?
Oh, her got paper. He's straight.
But you notice that Hurd never missed weight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He looked drained though a few times though. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like to see him at his walking around weight than what he would look like at the weigh-in, I was like, God damn, he couldn't.
Bro, you should have seen how he looked. Bro, he looked so fucking skinny at the weigh-in when he fought Tony Harrison.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this nigga ain't.
Bro, he couldn't like fucking.
I remember he used to have little YouTube series and shit talking about some niggas wondering how I get down to 154.
He's like, don't worry about it, motherfucker.
With that sweat thing, with the sweat shit.
Mm-hmm. But you know, Hurd is one of them dudes, man, where it's like he's just naturally gifted, dude. His fucking determination and just athleticism and him being his size and all that shit was just getting dudes out of there. Think about it. He whooped Trout worse than all of them niggas. Canelo,
Yeah, he did.
Charlos.
He whooped Lara worse than all the motherfuckers too.
Worse than all them niggas.
That's what I'm saying. Canelo barely wanted to engage Lara.
I ain't gonna lie. I was shocked by that Julian Williams win at that time. At that time, I was like, "What the fuck?" I thought he was gonna moan.
Nobody had faith in.
Like, what?
Nobody had faith in J-Rock, but J-Rock and Bread, man. I'm gonna tell you that because I thought Hurd was gonna smoke him. And then after the fight, I was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is this?"
After the fight, during the fight,
He took advantage of all his holds.
At like round 3, round 4, I was like, "Yo, this is something
What round
else."
he dropped him in? I forgot which round he dropped him in.
Like the 5th or 6th. I'm gonna say this about that fight. As far as the betting odds, a lot of niggas had to leave town after that shit. That's just, bro. That was a major upset.
Nigga,
to pack up their family.
The whole crowd. I feel so bad for her, bro, because the whole crowd had his colors on.
Yeah.
All that burgundy.
Think about that Harrison fight though. Harrison was beating Hurd ass kinda. Hurd was getting some good shots in, but he was beating the fuck out of Hurd.
We should have seen the signs there.
Yeah, he gassed out.
Well, that's how it usually go until fucking Harrison Chin get detonated and then something.
Yeah.
Nigga,
Willie Nelson knocked his ass
Hurd
out too. I remember seeing that
He just
fight.
dipped and went like bow straight, and that nigga Harrison was just out of there. But Hurd with Lara, I ain't gonna lie, that's one of the best fights I've seen in my generation. You know why? Because it was just like I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Yeah.
I honestly thought Hurd was gonna lose the belts to Lara that night. I really did. But I was like, nah, I had faith in my boy, but I didn't know he was gonna do it like that. Lara was piecing his ass up.
He kept coming.
Kept on coming, and nigga by the 6th round, Lara looked like he got a motherfucking facelift.
I think that shit kind of fucked with Lara head a little bit in them later rounds, bro. Like he was like, damn, this nigga's a machine. Like
I think
with everything in a book, and now this nigga got my face swelled up.
It's also because Hurd is such a major puncher that trying to be focused and not get caught with something heavy as a boxer that's already exerting a lot of energy moving around is mentally exhausting. Because all Hurd need is one good clean shot, and this shit is over. Wrap it up. It's kind of I'm not gonna compare him to Wilder, but it's the same kind of mental pressure.
He kind of did remind me of a Wilder type. Not like one punch KO, but one punch can really change the outcome of the fight. He
can drop you and have you on skates if you play with him.
Yeah. But you can mix him up a little bit. But as soon as you
he hit Tony Harrison with an overhand right down the fucking pipe. Tony Harrison, he just like he got blasted with a Kamehameha, nigga. He looked like his body. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it looked like he got shot,
bro. look, like you got me thinking when I was watching that shit. I was like, okay,
Bro, I'm gonna keep
I
it
thought
up.
Harold was gonna just start trying to get on his bicycle. I mean, Harrison was just gonna try to,
Skate
push
it
the
out
fight
and win.
out to a decision. But yeah, her
Bro,
whacked his
after the
out.
Lara fight, man, dude, I'm telling y'all, go back and watch Lara versus her. You will see 154 Charlo in the crowd. He was so focused, and he looked like he had the look on his face of a level of concern, like, yo, this guy just beat Lara, and I'm pretty sure they didn't spar Lara before, and they know how Lara got down. So to see a guy that they thought they know he don't got no skills like that, do that to the dude who be fucking pressing y'all up and sparring, I know Charlo was a little bit concerned.
Yeah,
You don't think so?
I thought so too.
He probably. I think it was more surprise than concern because if we take them apart as fighters, Charlo will whoop on her. That Charlo will probably stop her.
But I'm just
He
saying,
lost to Luis Arias. He lost
but
all
I'm
his
saying
confidence. It
that's
seemed
true.
like.
That's true. But I'm talking about back then, before
Yeah, at that
he
time,
got,
his
that
confidence.
J
I
Rock
think that shit got a lot to do with what.
I mean back then as well. Even with all of Hurd's confidence and all that, Charlo would have stopped his ass.
Yeah, he get hit too much.
Yeah, it's
That's
just that
Charlo would
simple.
have been the
That's
one that
true.
froze him. It would have just been shit.
But what do you think the odds would have been if he would have fought Charlo right after he beat Lara?
It would have been close, but I think people would still be picking Charlo.
Yeah, just because he had the
He had the Lubin
more.
knockout.
Yeah. At that point, he had.
No, yeah, and he was fresh off embarrassing
Lubin
young
was. Yeah, Lubin was the guy at
He was
that
too
point.
young. He
Young
was too
guy.
green.
Yeah.
And it's funny because no real fans of either boxer say that shit. I think only fucking Cunningham said that shit. No disrespect to Cunningham, but come on, bro. Like, I mean, it was just a random punch. Like, I don't even think Charlo expected the nigga to get knocked out. He just like faked him through the
He
uppercut.
looked surprised when he did it, D.R.
It was a rookie mistake.
Yeah, he just faked him, had him dip low, shot the uppercut, and it worked.
No, D-Hive, you right as fuck. He looked surprised when he knocked him out. Like his energy was so fucking high. You seen when he got on the ropes, he was like I was like, oh yeah, this nigga, you right. Yeah.
He thought he might get a knockdown, but he didn't expect him to have a fucking seizure.
And all before the fight, they was really on Lubin nuts like he was gonna beat Charlo. They really was.
They on his nuts now.
Yeah. Lubin was talking that shit.
He was talking that shit. But no, PBC was covering Lubin more than Charlo and all. They thought he was gonna beat Charlo. I felt like the way they covered that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. They still think he gonna beat him today, which is very possible. But also, you have to understand you're dealing with a puncher here. Lubin's chin has been proven to not be all that. I was watching some Gaucher footage and I was like, damn, Gaucher not even a puncher. And he has a nigga wobbling.
Bro, Lubin got a
Hey, Art.
He got fedora problems.
Look at the last comment. He talking about Kambosos. Certified duck, yes. Certified fucking duck. Oh no, I hope Lubin beat Fondura.
Y'all, she said y'all think Lubin gonna beat Fedora? I was just about to say that, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I hope he do. I want him to win that fight. I feel like he can.
I really don't want to have to certify Fondora.
Me neither. Damn, D-Hive, you reading my mind. Like on the cover.
Because if he whoop Lubin ass, we're gonna have to certify him.
Oh, bro. Why I want Lubin to win?
I would certify him.
We gonna have to.
Oh, we gonna have to, but he's 6'6" at that fucking weight. It's weird.
He gonna end up like Munguia and then he keep bullshitting.
Yeah.
Whatever he eating over there in Coachella got him right.
You mean the lack of eating?
He's small. His he is like body. It looks crazy, bro. He's supposed to be way bigger.
That nigga eats
a natural build though to be skinny like that.
That nigga eats a couple lentils and goes to sleep. He ain't eating shit. You think Lubin beat Fondora? I mean, that's his only liability. Like I said, if he stays inside Fondora's reach, got an excellent chance of beating him and stopping him. However, if he tries that boxing shit,
I seen my homeboy, man, Sean Owens, man. I remember. Look, I swear to God, this is how it went. My dude Sean, he posted like, "Yeah, I'm about to fight this dude. Da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, I'm rocking with you. Let me see who you fighting. I seen a picture of Fedora. I said, bro, what? I was like, nah, hold on. And then I just remember the comment section. Everybody's like, yeah, knock this tree down, knock him down. And you know me, I'm supporting. I'm like, hell yeah, brother, you got this one. Man, I'm watching the fight live. I'm seeing my dude put in some good work. And then he get tired. He starts stepping back, and he's just right in his reach, man.
You can't do that.
You hit with that. Whack.
Look, because I was thinking like, yo, because you thinking when you're boxing, you think if you do like a couple steps back, you're gonna be out of somebody's reach. You know what I'm saying? This is what you spar for. You know what I'm saying? When you spar, you know that. But this guy Fedora, you try to back out, and you not knowing you in perfect reach of his right hand.
That's straight.
And that's one thing. Like with this person, with Fedora, you're gonna have to tie up on the inside, get him on the ropes, and when you separate, if you're gonna back all the way out. Because I don't want Lubin, because like for example, y'all know the range that Lubin was hanging out in for Nate Gallimore. He cannot be in that type of range. He can't be within 2 steps of him. He needs to take either 4 steps back or be all the way inside to where he's inside of his jab. Because Lubin's a boxer.
Turn him a lot too.
And I don't like Lubin is physically strong, but he doesn't get on the inside and grapple like that, which is unfortunate. Because if you watch the Cotto fights, if you watch the Martinez fight, Fedora is there to be hit. And if Lubin applies the right shots, picks his shots well, he could drop him and even stop him because he's there to be fucking hit. But it's just as Lubin, if Lubin get touched, is he gonna go skating and roll over, or is he gonna fucking be able to survive?
You're right, though. You gotta smother him, tie his ass up. He gotta hit him in them clinches like a motherfucker too.
He gotta target that body.
Yeah, go to his body. Yeah, put a lot of water in the basement. He gonna have to put a lot of just so he could be. Because if he get hit with something flush and late, he fuck around and get knocked out. That's the only way I feel like Fedora can win. If he could, keep some power in the late rounds and hit Lubin with something, you know what I'm saying, while he get lax when he kind of gas a bit. But
yeah. And the thing is,
Lubin out boxing.
You could stop Fedora to the goddamn body. But what Cozy Rito said is right. Lubin likes to stay in that damn high guard and back up and just take punches. He do that shit, he gonna end up like Gallimore. He gonna end up getting laid out.
I've actually seen Fedora fight live, right? And when I seen him fight live, I seen somebody beat him.
Right, yeah, Javante Clark.
But here's the thing. Lubin is not as tall as Javante Clark.
That's true, but he's got more power.
That is true.
And he has an advantage that Fedora has to hit a smaller target. Lubin better keep his fucking head off the line and press inwards and take advantage of that. That's the only reason why Cruz is able to do anything with Tank, because Tank is usually the small target. Cruz is smaller than Tank. That's why Tank has such difficulty getting that uppercut right, and he broke his shit. Lubin better take advantage of that, keep his goddamn head off the line. And again, this is a situation where Lubin can't afford to just be a boxer. You need to bang this dude out and get the fight over with.
Early.
Yeah, exactly. Don't waste time. Don't try to box. Don't try to box. Don't try to build up points. Get him out of there.
But here's my thing, though. My dude, go back and watch Vishon Owens versus Fedora. My dude was doing good until he gassed out. Lubin better be on his motherfucking running 8 miles a day type shit.
And then Midwest.
Uga's card gonna be.
Have you seen that fight?
No, I'm actually about to pull. I think I saw like some highlights, but I'm about to pull it up right now.
Which fight?
Vishon versus Fedora 3 years ago.
Y'all just found out about Fedora probably like a year and a half ago, maybe.
Nah, I told you I found about it on Facebook. The Facebook post on Vishon Owens' page.
Midwest said, what round does King AJ stop Joyce? Y'all really think that shit's sweet because of that little sparring footage, huh? Y'all think
that's just
they think AJ is super nigga again.
Frank Warren said he not having no more dinner parties with fucking Eddie Hearn. He living shit.
Frank Warren stealing Eddie Hearn fights, so
yeah. Eddie Hearn said he done working with the man.
Eddie Hearn is salty because DK rather back Frank Warren than Eddie Hearn punk ass.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because Eddie Hearn ain't about that gangster life.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn can't land a fight to save his fucking life, and he don't want to follow fucking orders. So DK just like, all right, I'll go with the people that's cool with it.
Right. Them
But
niggas.
nah,
You ain't like your pops.
but Joyce and AJ is a 50-50 fight. AJ is a little bit faster, definitely has the boxer advantage, but Joyce has a debilitating jab, and he does pack a lot of power. And AJ soft, bro. AJ has shown that he it's difficult for him to regain his composure. So I'm not just gonna say AJ smokes him. But that's a 50-50. But I mean, AJ should be able to knock out slow Joyce.
I don't know about that. I mean, AJ got some power, and Joe Joyce don't got no head movement. So yeah, whoever get on first,
He just walked towards you the whole time.
Yeah, but the thing is, Joe Joyce is a tank.
Any the boy fight. I knew that shit was gonna play out.
He
just
definitely
like
get cried.
But Joe Joyce got that chin though. Joe Joyce's chin is made out of fucking adamantium. He was taking.
I would love to see Wilder versus Joe Joyce.
Oh man, yeah, me too. Because if Wilder could crack that chin, bro, there ain't nothing you can say.
That'd be a good fight. That'd be a good ass fight, man. You see, Andy Ruiz was asking people who should he fight. I said Wilder. Shit, I want to see him. I think Wilder spark his ass too.
They already said that shit ain't gonna happen, especially after Ariola. He need to fight some. He need to fight some damn body though. He's sitting over there eating burritos and shit. Canelo don't want to fuck with him. Yeah, I'm watching that V. Sean Owens fight right now. Now that I'm looking at it, even on the inside, Lubin got to worry about that fucking uppercut though. If we get too close on the inside, because Fedor knows how to shoot that uppercut to where it's almost parallel to his body. You know what I'm saying? And Lubin just got to keep his fucking head moving, bro. This is giving me fucking anxiety. I really don't have to. I really don't have to certify this nigga Fedor. I swear to God, I don't. Oh my God. This nigga started jumping. Joe Joyce is wild. Joe Joyce like Jarrett Hurd. The nigga. Yeah, Joe Joyce is like heavyweight Jarrett Hurd, but that's what makes him fucking dangerous. Jarrett Hurd is crazy as hell. You know how hard it is to knock out fucking Jarrett Hurd? Shit, that's why Lara was exhausted because he was throwing his best punches, his hardest punches, and Hurd wasn't going nowhere. He was like, okay, and that's the same issue Canelo had with Triple G. Triple G was like, yeah, come on. he took his best shots. Was like, get that weak shit out of here. Come on. AJ is soft, bro, mentally. Like, he let tubby ass Ruiz clip him, and he gave up in the corner, and he let a cruiserweight whoop his ass.
That's crazy when you think about it in hindsight. AJ out of line for that shit.
AJ soft.
About that fight.
What?
Fedor versus Vishon.
I'm watching it right now, and them uppercuts are now troubling me. I wish I hadn't watched this shit.
Vishon's name?
VE space Sean.
You could just put in Owens versus Fedor, and it's the first result on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm watching Fedor work on the inside. Fedor is there to be hit. Definitely, he can be put to rest.
Shout out to Vishon Owens though, Minnesota native, Minnesota.
But that lead uppercut, them uppercuts. Oh no! Oh, he getting them with them uppercuts. I'm gonna say that. Be careful. We can hear that clearly. We don't want YouTube to flag it. Remy.
Yeah, I just turned it down.
Okay. My thing is, check this out. When Fedor comes in to work on the inside, Lubin needs to let off the straight left from hell, either a straight or an uppercut, and get a knockdown early and then jump on his ass to the body. Because if you sit there and if Lubin's not effective grappling on the inside and wrestling him around, he's gonna be eating uppercuts because Fedor, that's the one punch he throws good inside, and it's gonna be a rough night. So I'm gonna say that. But Fedor be throwing them damn uppercuts. Midway, he was losing. He was losing, but that's the thing though. If you touch AJ with some power, he starts to float a little bit. He starts to back up, and he starts to revert to wanting to be this. He tries to outbox the boxer, and that's not where he shines. No, I agree. Jared Anderson is not ready. I have not certified him at all. So
I could, D-Hop, I could picture Lubin and Fundura going like Ann Wolf and Vonda Ward.
That's how it needs to go. That's
That's how
exactly
you
how
gonna
it needs to
look.
go. He needs to just get in there and whack his ass.
Man,
Yeah.
straight
That's
overhands or what? Because you see,
that's
Hoda was laying
exactly
overhands.
no. That's what I'm saying. Vishon was doing work until he sat there. He stopped clinching and he just started stepping over without throwing any punches. And Fedor started landing all these uppercuts. But
But you know
Remy,
what?
what you just
Dog,
said, that's exactly how it needs to go. When
you know,
Fedor leans his head down and engage, he just needs to whack his ass and get the shit over with.
Really
Yep.
hard with some flush.
you know what I'm thinking about though? I'm thinking that
Man, he getting
motherfucker now.
tagged. He is getting tagged.
I think since Fedora is so silent, that motherfucker's in there training hard as fuck.
Hell yeah, this is easily his toughest fight. Lubin is number one WBC contender. He's Charlo's
Luke
mandatory.
hard as fuck too. Coach Cunningham be getting mad as fuck when niggas don't be listening in the corner.
Oh my god, Vishon from the first round was in there getting messed up. God damn.
Yeah, towards the bro, about a minute 50.
Oh my god. I mean, with all due respect to Vishon Owens, you acquitted yourself well, but you
Yeah,
couldn't.
but I'm just because now it turned out of nowhere. Like,
Because
he
the
just
reason why-
landed 4 or 5 shots.
The reason why I want y'all to watch that fight is because y'all got to think about. I think Vishon Owens and Lubin are almost the same height. Nah, Lubin's a little bit taller.
Nah, Lubin bigger.
Vishon was getting off on his ass. He like Diop said, he stayed there too long. He not really been defensive.
Yeah, he was stepping over without throwing punches. You're supposed to punch, then step over. He was just stepping over, and he wasn't tying them up. He let his hands be free, and he was catching uppercuts. And then where he fucked up is he'll catch one punch, take 2 steps back, and then Fedor just let off and tag him.
That's what I'm told. I'm telling you, he thinking he's out of range, but he's still in his. That's perfect range.
Yeah. He was getting.
And if I was, I would be watching the film on this fight most definitely. What do you suggest? Do you think he should pivot out?
I think he needs to, when his hands are on the inside, he needs to make sure both hands are pressed against his chest and then hold him, like give him a bear hug to force the ref to separate. And then if you want some rest, then you back up. But I think the best course of action would be to throw to Fundora's head to disorient him, get him toward the ropes, and then light his ass up to the body to bend him over, and then hit him with uppercuts to the chin. Let me see. He underestimated Ruiz and lost the good scraps against Usyk. No, dude. He gave up with Ruiz after one shot to the temple, and he got bullied by a fucking cruiserweight. That's what happened. Fuck out of here. I'm picking Jared. Yeah, Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson could be white, but AJ and Joyce, I don't know about all that.
Oh shit! Damn, Big Baby Miller. I haven't heard that nigga name in forever.
Because he ain't. I mean, he hasn't fought in a little bit.
Who was his last fight? Like do Hoppus or something?
Yeah, the
nigga
signed a deal with Top Rank and then Pop Dirty again.
Jared Anderson?
Slave contract.
Wait, Jared Anderson Pop Dirty?
No. The other Big Baby.
Oh, fucking Jarrell Miller.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like AJ might have knocked him out.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, Midwest. I'm saying Anderson isn't certified. Yeah, no, but like I said, do I think that Anderson could beat White? Probably, as long as he throws an uppercut. But AJ and Joyce, nah, I don't know if Anderson beat any one of them. Joyce, that jab alone will get anybody off Joyce's ass.
Soon as that slow ass shit land.
But yeah, Lubin, he should be studying this film, man, and seeing how, like, yeah. That motherfucker.
If anything, Lubin needs to study the Coda fight because he was getting tagged up a lot, and the Sergio Martinez.
What not to do.
Oh right, yeah, and the Sergio Garcia fight because Sergio Garcia, motherfucker's not even sure Fundora won that shit. And then of course there was in the 7th round they ended the fight a minute early, which nobody pointed out but us. Still ain't nobody talked about it.
Exactly. That's true. That's very true.
Think of Fundora punching him in the back and shit.
So there's no discussing boxing here. He gave up, but the fight went 4 more rounds after he got dropped. That's fine, but that's part of boxing. If you get hit in your fucking temple and you can't recover, you're gonna lose the fight no matter how well you box. So you can have all the boxing skills in the world, but if you get knocked the fuck out or you refuse to continue the fight before the fight ends, what are your boxing skills gonna do? You lost.
No one gives a fuck. Edwin Castillo.
Like it's just that simple. You can box your ass off, but if you can't complete fights, you're gonna lose. Like what's gonna happen when he gets in there with Joe Joyce and Joe Joyce hits him in the fucking temple? Is he gonna quit or is he gonna box? If he quits, then boxing is irrelevant. That's very
Don't
important.
get lifeline.
He damn near quit against Usyk.
Shit, people saying he would have got stopped, and people saying they ended the fight like 60 seconds early because he was about to get stopped. This is what I'm saying, bro. He got touched 1 or 2 times and started backing up and falling, and he was on roller skates. And that's what I'm saying. It's about having a chin and it's about having heart. Motherfucker talk about boxing skills. That's cool, but when you get punched in your shit and you can't fucking focus and you can't see straight, what is boxing gonna do? This motherfucker ain't Wilder. Shit, Wilder the only one that could be visibly rocked and let off some shit half focused and end somebody's life. Not everybody can do that.
Yeah. And like you said, Josh, it's about his heart, bro. Like he be giving up once he feel like he didn't got rocked. He get buzzed, he chinny, fuck it. Like, and he was like that in amateurs. People knew that about him in amateurs. Like,
yeah. In Midwest, I'm not saying that Fedor's super special. I'm saying Lubin's chin is a liability. The fight is supposed to be easy, but if he catch the wrong shit, what we gonna do then?
if Garcia hurt him, it's like he been getting hurt in pretty much every fight.
Yeah, Gachet has a 50% knockout ratio and had Lubin on skates. That shit was scary. I was like, oh god, like this nigga finna be Amir Khan.
Hey,
in
that
this bitch.
Goucher fight, because I remember talking big shit like, yeah, Lubin might, he might come back. He been looking good. He might come back and fight Charlo right after this Goucher fight. Man, as soon as Goucher touched him with that little shit, I said, oh my God. Don't put that nigga back in there right now.
It was like it didn't even look like it was flush. It was one little left.
And that's what scared the shit out of me, because it wasn't even flush like that. It was just like a little temple shot.
It was like a little check hook, and Lubin was like, well, the fight was almost over. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck?
But then Lubin came back to himself, and then he started styling on him, and damn near almost got Gachet out of there too.
What the fuck is Edwin bitching about? He's like, I'm in my feelings. And no, AJ's in his feelings because the nigga quit in the corner. If y'all have Wilder as your dude, that's fine, but he got stopped as well. Yeah, exactly. He didn't quit. He got stopped. AJ gave up, spit his fucking mouthpiece out like a bitch.
But you know what Wilder did? He fucking dropped his opponent multiple times.
Yeah, and Wilder fought someone that was on fucking PEDs. This nigga fought somebody that was out of shape. It was kind
of embarrassing in the fucking Usyk fight too, because he just got beat up.
Usyk is a cruiserweight and was bullying your bitch ass. Wilder got beat.
Oh my God, dude.
Look, Wilder got beat by somebody that was much larger than fucking AJ himself. This nigga got beat up by that's a regular human male size. Usyk is what, 6'2", 220? I can find that nigga at work. you can't find no
mix the fuck up, bro.
You can't find no 6'9", 300 pounders.
Bro, the Zone really got a documentary about how AJ got his ass knocked out by Ruiz. Ruiz not even fucking the Zone fighter.
Because it was such a massive upset. That's another situation where a bunch of niggas had to pack up their families and leave town. They didn't expect him to lose.
Bro,
the fuck?
So bad. 50 Cent was posting the fucking meme of Anthony Joshua getting back on a plane and hopping back to fucking flying back to fucking Great Britain.
Yeah, it was garbage, bro. Because it's the way he lost. He didn't get put to sleep. He gave up. He sat there and looked at the referee and was like, "Nah, dog." He got hit one time and fucking wobbled, wiggled his hips like Shakira, fell, and then looked at the ref like, "Nah, man, nah, I can't."
Yeah, I can't. He did some shit like that. he had his
fuck. He looked like a motherfucking robot, like
out of nowhere. He was beating Andy Ruiz's ass.
He hit the hula hoop. He hit the hula hoop hips.
Crazy.
Yeah, he got really weird out there. And, hey, it just seemed like he I don't know. Ever since that fight, I don't know, bro. He's just looking like y'all saw Frankie Bruno fight before, right?
Yeah, he looking like
Yeah.
Frank Bruno.
That's who he is to me right
I
now.
swear to God, I've been saying that for the longest. He reminded me
Real
of Frank
shit.
Bruno.
Yeah,
And they
and then
seen it before.
even in the Dillian White fight, because that's why people don't like fighting Dillian White because he's so sloppy. AJ hurt Dillian White. Dillian White just started swinging while he was hurt. He fucking hurt AJ stupid ass. It was just so sloppy. I'm like, dude, AJ, bro, he get clipped once, he starts fucking whoa. He just gets dizzy and shit, man. Oh man.
Hit him in his head one good fucking time. But I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that happened to Wilder after that second fight.
I mean, yeah, even
Y'all think Wilder's punch resistance is bad now?
Yeah, I think it
Gotta
went
be.
down at the very least. At the very least, it went down for sure.
yeah, I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it's definitely reduced.
I'm telling you, when Wilder got punched with that uppercut, when Fury did that little shit where he grabbed him and then uppercut
I
him,
think he ducked. I think
and
he
then Wilder
ducked.
just fell over. He just
That
fell
Cunningham.
over. Nigga, I was like, I swear to God, I thought it was over right then and there because I said, man, Wilder's punch resistance is gone. It's over with. But then he got back up and he still. I ain't gonna lie, that fight gave me anxiety because this nigga Wilder was on wobbly legs, man. I'm like, dude, I don't like seeing Wilder like all out of it like that. And he still hit Fury with some clean shit that had his ass laid the fuck out. I'm telling you, dude, man. It's just real, dude. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about White versus fucking Fury? You think Fury gonna get him out of there?
I mean, probably. I mean, if he lands that uppercut that he did on Wilder, we all know how Dillian White's chin
What
handles
if Fury
uppercuts.
punch this down?
I mean, but he's on juice, so you know he's gonna be juiced to fuck up for that shit. He's not about to get his legacy. He's not about to let no punk ass White ruin his entire legacy.
These
Yeah,
niggas.
he's talking about retiring and shit.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you, the man put up 41 M's to snatch this fight. Fury is gonna be on any. Listen, this fight is like a gangster party, nigga, because these niggas gonna be on everything. I'm surprised he's not in Dubai.
You know it's gonna be crazy if White fuck around and win, and then like within a month he end up dead. that would honestly be perfect. He knock out Fury, then like a month from now he just dies. These motherfuckers, like they blame it on some dumb shit, like either a car crash or an overdose.
Nah, real shit. And people might see this and be like, "Oh, these niggas is crazy conspiracy theorists." Nigga, nah, bro. We live in 2022. We done already seen the history of this sport. Shit goes down.
Yeah, Usyk is a heavyweight.
Midwest,
Okay.
yeah. Hey, Midwest. Not even that. Too Midwest. In the amateurs, he got sparked by a Romanian dude or something like that. He knocked the fuck out Wilder.
Yeah, and Hrgovic, and that's the only reason why people talk about Hrgovic, because he was Deontay Wilder's sparring partner. Got some decent shots or whatever. But
David Hay, I seen David Hay whack Wilder ass back in the gap.
Yeah.
I mean, but it
look, y'all
He
seen
got
the
the
clips
difference
of
like
David Hay and Wilder, but every time you hear David Hay talking about Wilder, he talk about the nigga some shit, how this nigga can really hit. They ain't gonna put out the footage of Wilder hitting David Hay with some crazy shit and spawn.
Oh yeah, they say he fucked his eye up. I meant to bring that up too. He fucked his eye up in Spawn. He the reason he couldn't fight somebody.
That's one of the reasons why I really liked it. At first I wasn't fucking with David Hay, but I'm gonna tell you, when he was talking that shit to Chisora in that club, and Chisora was talking that shit, and he cracked his ass over the head with that bottle. I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
That shit was funny. That shit. He said he did something to me. He was saying he was a British word for getting snuck or some shit.
No, and yeah, Chisora lied. Chisora was looking at him in his eyeballs. Chisora just thought he was big. That meant something. David Hay fucking cracked his ass over there with a bottle, broke him off. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, Chisora, you're gonna get bullied by David Hay. You're a bitch, dog. I knew he was gonna be a journeyman right then. I was like, you let this average ass nigga beat you up. That's what like Usyk. Usyk is 6'3", 220. I can literally go around my apartment complex and find a nigga built like Usyk. You can't find niggas built like Tyson Fury anywhere but the damn G League NBA. That's why with Edwin's bullshit complaining Usyk is a heavyweight, he's a fucking regular ass guy, bro. You can find dudes that are 6'3", 220 anywhere. You can't find 6'9", 300
Somebody-
pounds.
Fucking high school team.
Somebody got mad at Ego because he said Fury was basically a weight bully against Wilder, outweighing him by like 50 pounds.
It's facts. He's fucking 300 pounds, bro.
In a way, yeah.
And my thing is too, because like Wilder spent a lot of fights hovering around cruiserweight. Imagine Wilder on some clenbuterol cutting down a light heavyweight. Man, again, we have to call the police on Wilder because he be murdering people.
That should be
Well,
scary.
We would have to lock him the
He
fuck
really
up.
You know
should.
what's so
I don't know
crazy?
why he
You know
didn't
what's
do
so
that
crazy
shit.
about this Bridgerweight
I don't know
talk?
why he didn't do that shit.
You know what's so crazy about this Bridgerweight talk? I remember when Wilder was saying, "Man, I might drop down to cruiserweight," and niggas was saying, "Oh no, nigga, you tripping? You tripping?
That's weight bullying.
That's weight bullying. You tripping, nigga." I remember
Meanwhile-
that shit, bro.
Meanwhile,
I've
Beterbiev
never seen that shit.
fought at heavyweight in the amateurs.
Exactly.
Yeah, people don't be doing their research. They just be talking shit and not knowing anything. Beterbiev is cutting down from being a heavyweight amateur into light heavyweight. Imagine Wilder did that same
Probably
shit.
like 230 for real.
Yeah, exactly. If Wilder cut down the cruiser or light heavyweight, it would be a bunch of fucking murders. It wouldn't even be legal. He'd be doing that. Wilder would be like what Oscar De La Hoya was doing that to motherfuckers at lightweight, just destroying dudes.
Yeah, man. Wilder got
Speaking of
KO'd,
Oscar De La
man.
Hoya, man, I was watching Oscar De La Hoya versus Chavez Sr. You see how Chavez Sr. lost that fight? Canelo don't want to go out like that.
I
Another
think
nigga taking his spotlight.
part of me think though, if anything, before he let Charlo or one of them beat him, he'll let David Benavidez beat him and
Beat
get
him.
that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think that. I really don't even think that.
I don't think he's gonna let nobody beat him. I
Because-
think he's gonna retire.
Because I don't even think if David Benavidez beat Canelo ass, it wouldn't even be no like decision shit. I feel like he'll just start wailing on his ass. Throw them speed combinations. The ref gonna jump in that motherfucker.
Don't move enough.
But I don't know. I feel like Canelo could beat David Benavidez.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I mean, anybody could beat anybody. It's just a matter of are the judges going to be okay with it, and if somebody gets knocked out. I don't think it's
David Morrell could stop Canelo. I know it sounds crazy.
Oh no, that's not crazy at all. That's for sure. He does everything better than anyone he's ever fought. Who name somebody like and of course not fucking Mayweather, but name somebody that's above middleweight that Canelo fought that David Morrell wouldn't sleep. He'll destroy.
Stop every nigga Canelo fought at 168.
Even Callum Smith, David Morrell Jr. right now can go up to 175 and destroy Callum Smith in 6.
They know it.
It wouldn't even be competitive.
He was the number one super middleweight.
Look, I seen that nigga fight live. Matter of fact, I seen the nigga hit the pads live with my own eyes right before his fight. Dude, that nigga was look. You could tell that nigga he throw them punches with bad intentions, bro. Trying to get dudes out of there. He just needs to season up a little bit. I think he'll be a good. I don't know. He might not even get fights, dude.
The only person I see giving him real like legitimate issues in the ring is you guys. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but his name is O'Burlton.
Who?
Exactly. His name is Atif O'Burlton.
Yeah, never heard of him.
Yeah, he's another dude from Philly. Y'all gotta watch some tape on him. I'm not saying that he's as good as Morrell, he's as polished, but he could definitely give Morrell some problems if Morrell isn't crispy careful.
Where'd he fight him?
Are you fighting PBC?
Really? I probably
Yeah,
I'm gonna need you to send me the spelling of that name, because
I'll put it in the private chat.
yeah, because that's fucking
There we
ET.
go. Atif O'Burlton.
he in FBA, huh?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know. He might. Shit, he might be. I mean, I think he's from Philadelphia. He sounds like a regular nigga. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I've seen this nigga before.
Yes, exactly. He fights at 175 though.
You got a picture? Put the picture on the screen.
If Canelo fights Boo Boo, Charlo, and David Merrill Jr., he coming out at least one
Oh,
line.
okay. Don't show the video. But
Okay.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's bald, bro.
Yeah, he got alopecia like Ugas.
Yeah, I know. I know exactly who you're talking about now.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
He gonna make some noise at light heavyweight. Yeah, he definitely gonna do some damage.
Niggas talking about who, bro? Y'all mad that Charlo fights Zaleski? Motherfucking David Benavidez fighting David Lemieux.
Proven he cannot fight boxers.
And also, fuck that. And also, fuck that. These people were hyping up Jaime Munguia for fighting Gabe Rosado. Somebody that Lemieux fucking stopped.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Right. Like, what are we even talking about here? Oh, shit. Midwest said Frank Martin looked basic. Damn. But then again, I can see why
That's cool. You know why? You know why he said that?
Because he say Spence look basic?
Yeah, Midwest got some Derek James trainer.
He'll like Texas Southpaws.
Yeah. He got some against his training.
Wait, but
somebody said that Derek James don't know how to do something. I think Midwest said it. Hold on, baby.
Only thing I said was that Derek James doesn't seem to coach the uppercut. That's the only thing I said. Outside of that, I have no criticism. But he just doesn't.
Right.
He doesn't do the uppercut.
He doesn't coach. He doesn't coach the
uppercut sometimes.
I can't barely though.
I'm saying, like, if Errol Spence and Charlo threw more uppercuts, like Charlo wouldn't be here. Mikey Garcia would have got fucking stopped. Danny Garcia would have got
uppercuts too. Ronnie Seals had Jamal throwing the fuck out.
Nah, Maul do throw uppercuts.
And that's why motherfuckers they're not quick to want to fight Maul because they know they be fighting in the pocket. Next thing you know, catch some shit and it's over with. Like, I remember I was surprised when I thought Deverenchenko was about to go to sleep when he landed that shit, but I'm like, damn, he sure did eat that.
He wobbled his ass a few times.
He turned Deverenchenko to Frankenstein at the end of that fight.
Yeah, he turned this shit into hamburger meat.
Yeah, he worked from the best for sure.
Yeah.
And usually they use that as a measure. I remember when and I hate bringing up Mayweather because they try to use it like that's all we can bring up or some shit. But perfect example is Mayweather because he's the last like cash cow black fighter. When he would beat someone, then Pacquiao would beat that same person after Mayweather. Bro, they would act like that shit was the best thing ever.
Because they'll be like, look how he did it.
Look how he did it. Like, you seen that Brian Kenny interview, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, of course. When he was talking about beating guys in their prime or whatever, and Floyd Mayweather schooled his ass.
That's what I'm going to say about Canelo to my grandkids if he doesn't fight Charlo and Andre.
Man, for Canelo fans, if they even have children, their grandkids won't think Canelo fucking invented boxing. It's going to be so fucking disgusting.
Because D-High pointed it out, man. They hit Canelo fans and casuals with the same footage. The offense is Kirkland. The defense is highlights of Danny Jacobs in the first round.
That's all they do. That's the only footage they go to.
They spin that
Dead ass.
That's the only thing they show. Like, oh shit, you
see that damn Danny Jacobs clip so much.
And when he smoked Kirkland, I'm like, nigga, who is Kirkland? Who was
Nobody
Kirkland?
Give a fuck about Kirkland.
Hey, like, there's a video of like it got a picture of Canelo knocking out Kirkland, and it says Canelo destroying careers. I swear to God, not even.
Like Kirkland was really finna go somewhere.
Yeah, got knocked out by Ishida, who had 7 KOs when he knocked out Kirkland.
In the first round, bro. In the first. And this nigga. And it's funny because people don't like to talk about it, but Montiel cut Kirkland faster than Canelo did.
Sure did.
He made, but I ain't gonna lie, that shit looked, I'm not gonna lie, Kirkland looked like
he was shit.
He aged 40 years in the ring.
That's because he ain't never been shit. And it's hard when you ain't never been shit and you getting your ass whooped. I mean, with all due respect to James Kirkland, come on, bro.
Who even bro. He looked so terrible in that fight, bro. I felt bad for him.
Me too. I felt bad. That shit was sad. That shit was sad.
What was the best win? What that Glenn Tapia fight, and then that's it.
Hey, Cozy Rito, we don't see no Laura clips. They took the Mayweather fight off YouTube at some point.
Oh yeah, they don't want that bitch on there.
They hate that shit. They'll say, every time you bring up Mayweather beating his ass, they say, we ain't talking about that. We're not talking about that.
Canelo and his team probably slid YouTube some bread and said, "Hey man, get this shit out of here, bro. Take this shit down." They probably like, man, I want to see this shit no more.
On Showtime, the app, the All Access epilogue, man, that shit is hilarious, dude. Because Canelo teaming them was really like, they really thought he was gonna win.
They thought he was gonna win. They was talking that cash shit.
They was talking that, bro. The brother got the tattoo on his ribs of the date, saying this. I know this is the date Canelo's gonna beat Mayweather. Everybody was saying that shit. And what happened? Ended up being Floyd's easiest fights, bro. They showed Floyd at the end of the night getting a massage.
Wait, y'all see Midwest question? He said,
"You're not lying though. That was a lot of people picking Canelo to beat Floyd,
bro. They named
it was a fuck ton.
The one.
They were like, "This is the one guy Mayweather hasn't cherry picked."
Damn smart.
But no, Midwest.
And then Mayweather to fucking beat Manny Pacquiao and shit. What the fuck?
No, he waited till Manny Pacquiao was out of his prime, even though he was older than Pacquiao.
He beat Manny Pacquiao out of his prime and beat Canelo before his prime. Make it make sense.
Yeah, it's all over the place. But he said, why is he fighting Salamander instead of Adames? Adames
fight fucking Munguia? I don't even think he's gonna take that fight.
No, I don't think he's gonna take that fight either.
Adames beat Sergey.
Yeah, I mean, Munguia. What Munguia initially said was he was gonna fight Deverenchenko after, because he thought Deverenchenko was gonna beat Adames. He lost, and all of a sudden Adames didn't look attractive no more. So now he just went around doing all this bullshit. Now he's fighting nobody.
He fuck around to fight Deverenchenko next.
Oh my fucking god! I don't want to see that lame shit. But I don't know. I don't know why he's not fighting Adames. I don't know. Maybe Adames is trying to make a Munguia fight. I don't know why they didn't.
But he always turned it down. He turned down Janibek, so he's not fighting for that. He turned down motherfucking the Adames fight. He turned down all that shit, bro. In the same week, Charlo, Adames, Janibek.
I didn't know he formally turned down Janibek and Adames. Like, I didn't know he didn't. I just thought he turned down Charlo for sure, but I didn't even know they had any negotiations going with any of them people.
Yeah, the purse bid was supposed to be yesterday for
Janibek.
Not for Munguia and Adames, and they pulled out the purse bid.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Hey, that whole Virgil Ortiz shit distract us from that shit. Oh my lord, these niggas is wild.
I don't understand what's wrong with them and Munguia. So what, man? And like I said, I think it's the general public. When you lose to a black fighter, whether that be Adames or Charlo, they say, "Oh, you ain't shit. Munguia hadn't fought nobody." Blah 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 blah. And I think people just want to avoid that. But the Janibek situation, I picked Munguia to beat Janibek. I don't know what the fuck that is. That don't make no sense.
Because they don't even want to risk it.
Yeah,
Golden Boy is protecting their entire stable right now
because they're hurting.
Two-thirds
bread and butter.
2/3 of them niggas about to die on the weight scale. They keep bullshitting.
Bro, literally both of your fighters were about to die from not making weight, nigga. Not saying
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? They about to die for real. But you know what I'm saying?
Then you got Ryan
doing the shit they could die.
Then you got Ryan, the fucking embarrassment of Golden Boy.
The embarrassment of boxing.
And then you got people like Rashidi Ellis sitting there collecting dust, but you don't want to market him and make him the star.
When we talk about Rashidi, I get pissed off every time, bro.
Because they're afraid.
Free Rashidi, man. Free Rashidi, man.
Rashidi, he had welterweight, right?
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Boy paid Rashidi Ellis $20,000 for his last fight.
They could have slid him in on the McKinson joint. Fuck Blair Cobbs and this other pussy ass dude. Put Rashidi in there. Be like, Rashidi.
Put Rashidi Ellis against Blair Cobbs.
Bam. Could have been. But nah, they don't want to
They
promote that
fucking him over, man.
because
And not
Golden Boy.
even that. They could put both of them in there with Virgil Ortiz. That would be some good names on his
Virgil
resume.
Ortiz and Rashidi should have been fought.
I literally do
fought.
not understand what the fuck he doing with them on. It's like he signed them so he can keep them away from Ortiz.
That's probably what he did. That's what people allege Eddie Hearn did with Andre. They signed him so he can keep his ass on lockdown and make sure the fights don't happen.
That's what it's looking like. He don't even show Andre the same attention he show Haney shit.
I mean, and a lot of the Haney shit is bunk because he ain't getting fights done.
Yeah, he ain't doing shit. But I mean, he getting them decent fights, but you know how that go.
I'm a different type of dude. I wouldn't sit there and just look at Eddie Hearn the same way if he was sitting there with Canelo laughing at me at the press conference while I'm trying to make his fight with Canelo.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
You supposed to be my promoter. You're my promoter, and you're telling the security to basically escort me out of here.
Yeah, and Canelo not even signed with dude, which is awful. But yeah, I don't know why that fight didn't happen Midwest, but I do agree. I rather see fucking Adames get an opportunity than fucking Salami, especially because Salami already got whooped by Jacobs and Andrade anyway. So
I think he got knocked out by Rosario. I mean,
yeah. he only has 2 decision L's.
No, he robbed fucking Gabe Rosado.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gabe Rosado knocked him out.
No, he didn't. He didn't knock him out. He only has 2 decision losses.
That was Beck. That was
Malakuzzi. Yeah.
But he fought Gabe Rosado, and Gabe Rosado dropped him, but they robbed him. I said, what's his name won the fight? Selesky been passed around, bro. Pause.
I just don't like, hey, Midwest. This is what bothers me when we talk about Charlo fighting Selecki. Triple G has went like 4 years not fighting nobody at 160. Nobody says shit.
Yeah, and nobody says shit because, to be honest, that's what really killed the middleweight division. When you got the top fighter not fighting shit, it always kills the division.
And like Murata got elevated. Triple G should mow him.
Murata is technically an email.
Yeah, he's an email champ. For real. He was a fucking regular champ, and they gave him that belt so he could fight Triple G, and they could fucking avoid Charlo and Andre. That's what I think. You know, they be doing slimy shit like that for Canelo, Triple G, Fury, Loma.
Murata might fuck around and beat Triple G.
That'll be funny. But y'all see what Triple G said about Canelo, though?
What did he say?
He been talking a bunch of shit recently, so.
He was like, what you mean this is personal? That sounds funny because where have you been all these years?
Oh, my God. Fuck Triple G.
He's spitting, though.
That's spitting. Like, what you mean it's personal? Why is it personal now? We've been trying to get this fight made.
Yeah, he's like, I wanted my payday back in 2018. I could have been retired by now, but instead, I got to sit here and fucking fight dinner rolls and shit and wait on your ass to get finished. He's like, man, I could have been retired, but now I'm sitting here waiting on that trilogy.
Triple G, because he got off on Triple G for a second. I said, y'all niggas ain't gonna watch that Berlanga versus Steve Rose.
Hey, if Steve Rose shine on Berlanga, he out of line.
Y'all think Berlanga a hype job?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, he could always
no defense.
His power, don't get me wrong, his power is definitely the differential, but it's like outside of that, he doesn't do anything.
I like him though. I like special. Berlanga.
Yeah, he didn't do this. I mean,
he posted that video, Luba getting off on him as far as a whole.
He could always surprise me because, you know, much like Wilder, he has the ability to put down people that are much more skilled than him probably. But, you know, people don't remember, but Steve Rose, even when they fought at that catchweight, Steve Rose was putting in a little bit of work on Triple G before he got knocked out. He was putting in a little bit of work. And if fucking what's his name, Caceres can put Berlanga down, well, you better figure some shit out.
Berlanga's coming off of surgery.
Oh, right, the bicep,
That's
right?
the only thing.
Oh, Lord. Lord.
I was at that fight where he fought old dude and got dropped. That was on the Wilder Fury undercard.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. What if Steve Rose do get off on him and win this shit? That shit will be wild. I might put 100 on Steve Rose real quick.
I'll fucking laugh. Is that like, are you serious? Or getting cooked by dinner rolls? Like, man, the dude again, another dude that's only known for losing to some damn body, accomplished nothing but a loss to Triple G.
That shit better not go to the scorecards because Mark Kriegel gonna say, or what Andre Ward said, they gonna get the racing.
No, he's like, oh yeah, somebody erasing some scorecards right now. I still can't believe he said that shit. That shit is
fucking Steve Rose versus Berlanga got no type of promotion. No promotion, bro.
I mean, what we supposed to be excited about? Like, it's just them giving Berlanga something to do.
You niggas get excited seeing McKinnon versus Ortiz?
The fuck I did.
That's probably what they thinking though.
Shit.
I don't know, man. I just feel like that Virgil Ortiz Golden Boy shit it's just real sketchy, man.
Oscar is gonna lose his goddamn stable, fucking around with like I don't understand what his plan is for these people because Zerto's not doing anything at light heavyweight. He's not making any type of noise, and these two can barely make the weights that they're at, and they're not fighting anybody. And the worst part is their lives would have been sacrificed to fight McKinson and Ballard. Accomplished nothing. You willing to almost die to not fight the champions?
What are they doing over there?
That's a sad way to go out.
They too busy trying to promote that. Yeah, we offered Charlo the Canelo fight, bro. He not even with y'all no more. Why the fuck are y'all talking about that? Roberto Diaz in interviews, like you guys need to get y'all dudes in fucking line.
You know what's so crazy? They hate on all these black fighters for doing like just normal human shit. Like, yeah, niggas get in trouble, niggas get locked up, niggas get, people get involved with some bullshit. Right? That's unbiased. Right. But when it comes to boxing, the guys that y'all hype up are naturally fucking up. Like Virgil Ortiz and them missing weight and shit, like that is a problem. That's a big problem in boxing, especially if you consider this guy's elite. And the fact that the media don't focus on that, but have all the smoke for Charlos and them is just crazy to me. And tanking them.
And also the thing that I find interesting is that so the zone schedule is ass. They got Linguini versus Pastrami, so that shit's horrible. And then yeah, they got that bullshit. Top Rank ain't doing nothing either. And Golden Boy, their entire stable is fucking crumbling and falling apart. All they're talking about is how weak PBC schedule is. I'm like, what?
It's way better than yours.
I'm like, we got Undisputed, we got 3-belt unification, we got all this shit. I'm like, why are you so focused on what PBC doing? They got the only quality schedule for the next little bit. You really telling me niggas is turning up over Berlanga and dinner rolls?
Oh, you know why the zone don't got a stacked schedule like that? Because they putting up all the fucking money for Canelo Alvarez.
Right. Or fucking I was gonna say Fury, but no, that's not on the zone.
They finna have some fucking 40K purses for them damn Formula One drivers. That shit finna be sad. Nobody gonna watch none of that shit.
It was funny because I put up a boxing card from last year. Like, oh my god, the zone always delivers. I put up a fucking some shit like where it's like Sigatelli versus Vicerone, and I was like, who won this shit and what was the significance? Didn't nobody respond? I'm like, get your bitch asses out of here. You don't know who fuck.
When you say something, people are like, oh, you just don't like white fighters. No,
you're just a casual. I'm like, dude, look up the numbers in Italy. Italian niggas didn't watch this weak shit. Ain't nobody
niggas had Sandor Martin as the headlining guy amongst the. That shit was sad.
I think they're trying to build him or something. I'm like, you can't really build a dude like that, man.
Yeah,
Like, he beat Mikey Garcia, but that shit ain't gonna go nowhere.
People been stopped giving a fuck about Mikey Garcia.
They need to save Sandor Martin so when Haney move up, he can have a good introduction fight.
My thing is, if you gonna build Sandor Martin, put him in there right now with motherfucking Love, Montana Love.
There you go. I mean, that's not gonna be a building fight. He probably just gonna lose, but whatever.
Right, exactly. And another thing for me was the 3-fight deal they gave Canelo. Why is John Ryder an option? Like, you literally got Joshua Buatsi right there.
There you go, Midwest. You talking my talk right now.
Yeah, like, why give Joshua Buatsi that motherfucking fight?
Why is that shit even been spoken into the world? No one wants to see Ryder do anything.
Nobody, not even motherfuckers from the UK want to see a nigga fight.
Yeah, and well, you know how they get when the fighters, get a little past 10. They're like, wait, once you get past Danny Jacobs color, people start to get worried. Like, wait, that's a little too dark. It's a little too dark.
Yeah, but my thing, Joshua Buatsi, he's a better fighter, and he's more popular in the UK than John Ryder. So it's a win-win. I don't know why he wasn't an option.
Yeah, fucking, especially because Ryder sucks, and he's already had opportunities, and he just lost 5 times. Like before Jacobs, his last fight was like an 8-rounder. It's like, bruh, like just step the fuck aside. Call your career what it is, and go sit your ass down somewhere. I don't understand.
Canelo probably want that fight.
Probably.
You never know.
Or maybe Ryder is Kinahan's cousin.
Fuck around.
I'm trying to think like what
they're getting those guys fights for sure.
I'm just trying to think like what leverage does Ryder have to even be a part of the picture? Like,
no, seriously.
I'm like, why? Like, did you?
Because they owe Ryder a favor for robbing him against fucking Callum Smith to make the Canelo.
Yeah, because he beat Callum Smith to me. I had him winning that fucking fight.
Oh, this is okay. This that would make a lot of sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like now
I was telling a lot of people that before he fought Canelo. I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck about
my thing. Is
he already lost.
Well, like you had plenty of time to give him that title fight. You could have put him in there with Bivol. Why you want to put him in there with Canelo?
What? Ryder versus Bivol?
Yeah, you could have put him in there with Bivol.
I never seen nobody have a red carpet to Undisputed like that.
That shit, wow, bro.
That shit was laid out.
You get two belts for the price of one.
I mean, it's that fucking bread. I mean, Canelo, in addition to the viewership.
Bullshit.
He said, "Put that belt on the line."
Yeah, he went in, dropped a little black suitcase off full of them fucking Benjamins, and they was like, "All right, for sure, don't even worry about it." they just move stuff around.
It's fucked up because Avni gets because like, okay, they can sidestep Canelo being the mandatory for the WBC because he was the champ at the lower weight. Get it? So how does Avni become the guy he fights? How is he the mandatory? That's not a good explanation.
Well, I mean, that's just
because the WBC on some shit. They had promised him a title fight with Benavidez, but Benavidez like missed the weight. But not only that, on top of that, Avni Ujim like failed a drug test before then. So I'm wondering, like, why wasn't he stripped of that fucking
And he hadn't won in 2 years when he got the fight.
Damn that. I understand. I'm still stuck on this Ryder shit. I understand that Eddie Hearn robbed this nigga, but why does he care enough about Ryder to make it up? I'm like, yeah, nigga, you got sacrificed. So what? What you gonna do? It's boxing, nigga. like who is Ryder for real? That's what I'm saying. Like,
you said after the Caleb fight, you'll give me a big fight with Canelo.
I'll be like, and I lied, nigga, and
what? Yeah, you know why? Because John Ryder in the contract too.
Oh snap! We got a Canelo fangirl in this motherfucker.
Nah, he's not a Canelo fan. That's just L Dog.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Okay.
Nah,
I thought he was gonna start getting on our. Fuck you guys! Canelo's the greatest ever.
But no, I'm just curious. Like, I understand Ryder's situation and all that, but I'm like, why does Eddie Hearn give a fuck enough to like make it up to him? I'm like, man, fuck you. You got sacrificed. It is what it is. Like this is business, nigga. Sit your ass down somewhere.
Look how they just did fucking Danny Jacobs with Ryder, bro. You don't think
Well,
he got something invested in Ryder?
well, Danny Jacobs is cool losing for money. That's what I think. I think Danny Jacobs is straight on boxing. He's like, just give me my check. I'll do what's necessary.
Yeah, he been doing this. Danny Jacobs been doing this shit for a little minute.
Yeah, and
Well,
that,
he out damn near done, bro. He don't give a fuck about that shit. I think he really was just trying to stay in
Nigga,
contention at 68. He probably didn't even want no belts like that.
I can literally turn on Fight Night and play with Danny Jacobs. That's how I want to do this boxing shit.
Yeah, I got that hoe too. I got all them hoes too.
So I'm just like, yo, of course Danny Jacobs, he ain't trying to win another title no more. He ain't really trying to go in there with the dogs and shit. Like he already did that
That's
little
crazy,
run fighting Derevchenko, Selesky, and what's his name back to back before fighting Canelo.
That nigga on Fight Night with the braids, bro.
and my thing is too, since with this Julio Cesar Martinez situation with the WBC, Charlo needs to go up and wait and either try to get the Andrade fight, get the Jacobs fight Benavidez or some damn body while keeping his middleweight strap. Because if he has to vacate, we know that's the WBC on some bullshit. Because Julio Cesar Martinez didn't have to vacate, so Charlo has options. He just needs to start exercising them and stop worried about what the fuck Canelo talking about. Because it's not gonna happen.
Seriously,
it's not going to happen. You're 31. You don't want to be.
Told him was facts, man.
But I don't want Charlo to be like Terrence Crawford. Like he's in a situation. I'm not saying Terrence Crawford hasn't fought anybody, but he's 34 and he's still complaining about a damn big fight happening or some shit. So I don't want Charlo to be in that situation, especially because he hasn't accomplished as much as Terrence Crawford already has. Like he his undisputed opportunity to unify. He's not getting that where he's at.
You know what, bro? You know what I've been thinking about?
What?
Thinking like, man, one of these days we're gonna look up. There's gonna be a new crop of boxers, and they're gonna be talking shit about the last generation. Like, yeah, me and the last generation, we fight each other.
Yeah, because it's already happening. Like we got Fulton and came up and out of nowhere. We got Shakur coming up. We got Boots, and at middleweight, we got who are the new booties? The young bucks at middleweight. We got Amilcar Vidal is pretty solid. We got Charles Conwell if he decides to go up to middleweight, but he had Probellum, so his career gonna be on some bullshit. But
I said we got Joey Spencer.
Yeah, he can do he can do a little something if he
and Vito Kelnacki.
Oh, Vito Mielnicki, he man.
No, sir. Not buying.
What Charlo should do is he should write a letter to the WBO and petition to fight Yanni back for that vacant title, like Loma Chico did with it was either Crolla or Luke Campbell.
And that's Luke Campbell is a non-title fight, so it's probably Crolla. But
remember, it was a vacant title on the line. It was a vacant title on the line for that fight.
It was for the WBC, bro.
For Luke Campbell?
He sidestepped Haney for that shit.
Oh, okay.
I was telling you about. Yeah, bro. That's the first time he sidestepped Haney. That's what the fuck he did. Haney and Campbell was number 1 and 2, and they were supposed to fight. And they had the tournament we was talking about. T.O. got out the rankings. It was just Ryan, Abdulayev, Campbell, and Haney.
That was one of the reasons why Devin Haney signed to Eddie Hearn, because we were all thinking that Eddie Hearn was going to give Devin Haney that fucking Luke Campbell fight for the WBC belt.
Exactly.
Oh, because that's because Campbell had that fucking, what was it, the WBC silver at the time? He had that silver bullshit. See, man, niggas be forgetting the little things.
And Loma did that shit, bro, like in the middle of Haney and Campbell negotiating, bro. They were negotiating, and he did that shit. And he went up and said, you know what I'm saying? I want to. Yeah. I think it was like a convention or something. I don't know how that shit happened, but it happened out of nowhere.
Shit, in the way Campbell punched, fucking Haney probably would have did his ass like he did Moran, pinned his ass on the ropes and cocked back and blicked this shit. See, I'm still wondering where COVID.
With the audacity they gave Ryan credit for that win, like he just beat fucking Isaac Frost.
Like he never a champion, 3 losses and coming off COVID like Povetkin's weak ass.
Hey,
I was
what
like,
make it even worse is Ryan Garcia trying to make a movie off of it.
he trying to make a film?
Hold up, Midwest. What?
I'm not lying, bro. Look it up. Ryan Garcia trying to make a movie off the fucking Luke Campbell win.
He trying to inspire the next generation of Mexican boxer to be some bitches. Oh my
Bro, I'm
god.
fucking melting right now. What the fuck?
What you mean? He trying to make like a documentary? Like
Yeah, like a biography and shit off the fucking Luke Campbell win.
Biography, my nigga, you're like 23.
This
Like,
nigga won a interim belt at that time, right?
this nigga's not even old enough to rent a car. He's really trying to make fucking biopics. Like he's really out here doing some shit.
What the fuck is wrong?
There are 17-year-old girls that are Gymshark spokespeople. Like, dude has accomplished nothing. Like, no cap. You go on Instagram and look up Gymshark. There are bitches like fresh out of high school. I mean, of course they got fat asses, but fresh out of high school that are modeling for Gymshark. Nigga, you've accomplished nothing.
Oh, that's crazy.
My nigga, you got kicked out the one gym that fuck. Oh my god. Oh,
I can't believe
Lord.
he got a Gatorade deal. All right. That's crazy. As a
I mean,
boxer.
that's whatever. They want to put this nigga on the cover of Wheaties or whatever. I don't give a shit. But it's like you making a biopic off of nothing. Your accolades are horrible. You're more known for fighting crippling anxiety than you are for anybody in the ring.
Him, Canelo. Like, look, man, you look at Canelo's career, bro. That shit is mad guided. Like, it even down to who he fights at the time he fights them, they give him the perfect.
I feel like people too light.
I'm looking at this variety link right now.
I feel like people too light on that Ryan Garcia versus Canelo beef.
I just dropped the link in the private chat.
I'm reading it right now. Oh my god. Gina Rodriguez, bro. Oh my goodness, what the fuck is going on?
Is Gina Rodriguez the one that is that the one that said niggas give me heebie-jeebies? That's not her.
I didn't even know a bitch said that. Wait, hold up. A nigga named Alongside is getting ready to start. Who the fuck is Alongside Garcia? That sounds like the title of a book. Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. That's not what that means. Alongside Rodriguez, the 22-year-old Garcia in the film is a fictional. Wait, so Ryan Garcia is gonna play Ryan Garcia? Oh my god.
The female that I thought it was. Wow.
Ryan Garcia is gonna play himself.
Fucking smashed on the internet. I want to say it was like a year or two ago. Wow.
I'm looking up what she said right now. Oh yeah, she did use the N-word. Oh, she was singing along to the Fugees. Oh well, but that bitch ain't shit. Well, fuck that whole goddamn project.
Yeah, bro, smoked her ass on the internet. Fuck the whole project.
Yeah. Well, Cozy Rito.
I said, wow, she's when you said it, I thought you knew exactly why. I was surprised.
All right. Well, Cozy Rito,
what the fuck?
Heyman is willing to throw a bag at Charlo if he fights the right person. He was willing to throw a bag at Canelo because he saw the results Canelo brought in, and with Charlo, that'd definitely be a bigger fight. But I don't know if he's gonna throw how much bag he's gonna throw behind Andrade or Benavidez or some shit. He might try to discount that motherfucker. We don't know. But Charlo got some serious decisions to make. Nick's 31. He's not getting any younger, and it's all gonna be downhill from here if he keeps bullshitting around.
He should have went to DAZN just for a little bit, just to get the fights, because all the 60 and 68 pounders with DAZN.
No, I don't think he should have went with DAZN. I think they just should have tried to, break him off a little bag, and at least if the DAZN people turned it down. But then again, Triple G turned it down, Andre turned it down, a bunch of people turned it down. So it's like you could only do so much.
Yeah, and Andre being on DAZN shows that shit don't mean nothing.
And I don't know what the fuck Andre doing with his career. And, with all due respect, hearing Andre speak, I'm just like, as far as business goes, Like, I can understand why people might be a little irritated dealing with him.
Canelo done checkmated their asses. For now, at least.
I mean, well, Canelo didn't do anything but tell them their options. He didn't say y'all need to fight each other because I guarantee you, whoever fights him still probably not gonna get the fight.
Hey, I don't know if you've seen it, but your boy, fucking, funny acting guy of the year, made a meme talking about some. Look at all the fight that the puppet master Canelo made.
Fucking sus ass father of the year.
Yeah, and the fights didn't even get made. So it's like, is Canelo responsible for them fucking up too?
Jock riding for no fucking reason.
Yeah, that's what
Bro,
happened.
they be riding Canelo's nuts like this motherfucker's gonna give him some bread.
That shit is scary. That shit is scary, man.
I be wanting to ask, like, has Canelo ever liked or retweeted anything that you fucking put out all these years? Like, has he?
I'm pretty sure Canelo don't even be on social media.
Right, like I'm like, he's never
Don't run
once
his
even
shit.
acknowledged anything you fucking produced. like not any of the propaganda you put out there. He's not acknowledged any of it.
And while we're on the subject of him, bro, think about it. This is what my main, cause I don't like to, because you know, motherfuckers gonna cry about what you say about him regardless. My main thing with the shit he said about them fighting each other. Who the fuck says that in boxing? Like, yeah.
Not Mike Tyson.
Come on, you supposed to say, I will whoop all their asses. I will beat all of them. Just give me a second. I'm gonna beat all their asses. Y'all think they good? I'm gonna beat all their asses.
Not to mention, with that lineup, do you know how much bread there would be? They about to break you off a bag for old ass Triple G and Ryder. Do you know how much bread would have, bro?
Look if he beat. What if he beat? See, one thing he do, I would say what he said mainly applies to Jamal Charlo, if anything, because you know, and with the Andre, you don't know. I don't know how that turned out. Andre probably finna make some moves to kind of make his name a little more known. Benavidez gonna kind of, you know, have that Hispanic crowd.
Well, Benavidez is young. He got time. He's like 24.
Exactly.
He young.
But Charlo is in a peculiar ass spot. McGee don't want to fight. Triple G don't want to fight. He's still at 60, really. So
Charlo is a real life boogeyman. Because Triple G, people talk about Triple G being the boogeyman. That nigga managed to get steady work, and he got the Canelo fight or whatever. But Charlo is a real life boogeyman. Now, I'm not gonna say that Canelo is actively ducking him, but I will say that at 154 and 160, he definitely ducked past him. I'm not gonna say he's currently ducking because Bivol's some real shit.
He ducked because if you decline $100 million to fight a nigga, you're a duck. So people just say, "Oh well, he's still making that money fighting Bivol." And that's false. It's not true. It's not true. They say.
Well, they figure with the pay-per-view now.
He has to fight at least 3 of them niggas when he could have just fought one to make that type of bag.
But the numbers, though, I really, to be honest with you, I don't believe what DAZN said. It's like, I think they said that so it could seem like PBC deal got outdone. That third fight probably ain't even set.
$1 million deal.
It was supposed to be like 160, right?
No, remember
allegedly.
They was gonna get 360 million.
Yeah, for 11 fights, and he didn't even fight all of them. He fucking sued because he sued for the right to fight lesser comp.
Yildirim. DAZN didn't want to show that shit.
Yeah, they was trying to
bag with that one.
They was trying to put him in a situation to actually fight some certifieds, and he sued for the right to fight lesser comp.
They wanted him to fight Triple G then.
Right. But like, I don't even give a fuck about the money. Like, honestly, I've only wanted Canelo to fight 5 people, and I'd be okay. I mean, the steroids thing, would I put an asterisk next to his name forever? Absolutely. But I just wanted him to fight 5 motherfuckers, and if you beat all them motherfuckers, you can do whatever you want for the rest of your life, and I won't say anything. I wanted him to fight Charlo, Andre, Benavidez, Bivol, Beterbiev. That's it. After that,
you say stuff like that, Canelo fans feel like you bullying him.
You're like, why does he have to fight all these people and all of this? He's working so hard. I remember when the first Plant deal went through, they said Heyman was trying to trap him. I'm like, what? Trap him by giving him hundreds of millions of dollars to do his job? How is that a trap? What the fuck is you talking about? You're like, oh my god, you trying to get him in a multi-fight deal and trap him? What the fuck? I'm like, what are you talking about? Trap him?
You're gonna get his ass whooped by one of them niggas in the contract.
And then of course, And then of course the zone offers him a multi-fight deal, and that deal's good to go. I'm like, ain't that a bitch?
It's not a trap because they know he can get out of that shit. Bivol is only the hardest. Bivol's the hardest test on that list. And what if you get him out on some like robbery shit? It ain't even gonna matter because he's just gonna knock out Triple G.
Yeah, he
They
gonna
ain't gonna
Triple G.
forget about it.
Triple G might be fucking committing suicide via Canelo here. I don't know. Triple G really, I mean, he really trying to earn his paycheck. I'll give him that.
They say he ain't signed yet.
They say what?
He didn't sign a contract yet.
No, because he, like I said, because he has stake in the zone, so he's probably trying to finalize the details, making sure he get the most bread humanly possible. And I hope he's not over there talking no A-side shit, because you haven't accomplished jack shit. Like, you ain't nothing, bro. And you're a duck on top of that shit. If I was Canelo, I'd break you off at a discount just for making me mad.
Letting Canelo hop
Triple G
through all
broke
them
the-
weights and nobody else doing it, they fucked up.
Triple G dropped Abel Sanchez right when the check came.
Triple
And then he hired Jonathan Banks, and I'm with all due respect, I'm trying to figure out like who Jonathan Banks is training aside from Triple G. I mean,
Klitschko.
Jonathan Banks training Klitschko.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Vitali.
No, Vladimir.
No.
Oh, Vitali trained with Emmanuel Stewart.
Mm-hmm. But
Okay.
Jonathan Stewart is like under the same stool as Emmanuel Stewart. I think they
Oh,
like,
you mean Jonathan Banks?
yeah, Jonathan Banks.
Yeah, he from Crump.
Oh, okay, my bad, Jonathan. Go ahead, homie. I'm not saying I wouldn't say he didn't deserve the job. I was curious, like, who the fuck else? But okay, do your thing, Jonathan.
I'm not gonna lie, he hasn't really brought much out of Triple G to me.
To be honest, since he got with Triple G was worse.
Yeah, he's been worse.
And also, he was training Ali Akhmedov, who got fucking served up by Gongora, which nobody saw coming. That was another one of those one of Triple G's fighters from Kazakhstan,
Mm-hmm.
and
But Jonathan Banks, he was more of a women's trainer. I remember he used to train Cecilia Brækhus.
Man,
well,
I liked him.
He should have got trainer of the year for training fucking Triple G to be Steve Rose. That was real tough.
Yeah, that was fucking that was some beat shit right there.
No,
But I can't wait to see who fuck Virgil Ortiz Jr., Jaime Munguia, what they do next once they done.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Once they finish bullshitting, because honestly, they need to be up out the rankings if they're not gonna fight.
Hey, that karma's gonna hit their ass, bro.
That what?
Karma is gonna hit them. Just like George Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, they gonna. It's that fucking curse. They're gonna lose the next fight. Like I said, if Virgil Ortiz in his next fight, if he doesn't plan on pressing Bud, fighting Spence, or fighting Boots, or Conor Ben, or like Stan Jonas, I just leave the division, bro. I'm good on you. Leave the fucking division.
Bro, I'm tired of them trying to take these fucking sons of boxers, sons of boxing legends, and fucking do this Creed shit, bro. No one wants to see these fucking. They're mediocre, bro. Eubank Jr. is kind of good, but it's like, stop trying to put him in that spotlight. It's fucking over. You know what I'm saying?
Eubank Jr. is calling out welterweights for fights. He ain't.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't believe in none of them. Like, to me, like, man, y'all grew up with a silver spoon. Y'all don't get that dog.
That shit. Marvis Frazier ass niggas.
You know who I believe in? Evander Holyfield's son.
I don't know, man. I can't believe in him, man. I don't know. I just can't believe in the junior.
I haven't seen enough from Evander Holyfield Jr., so I'm gonna hold off on that. But I mean, Conor Ben seems like he could do a little something with the improvements he's made thus far. I'm not saying that he beats like the super duper top people, but he might be able to pull something off.
Oh man, he better. I don't know. I could see the top 5 kicking his ass pretty handily.
Yeah, but I mean, at the very least, he's got a puncher's chance.
Yeah, he do.
Tim Tszyu, I like Tim Tszyu thus far. Just I'm not saying that he's gonna do a lot of damage. I mean, he could, of course, but I'm saying that I like his attitude. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm coming to the United States and I want everybody scalped. Everybody who's in my way from greatness, I want all the motherfuckers. And I'm gonna
And I'm
start with
stopping at Art Man's hood.
right. And I'm gonna start with Gachet. He didn't go down the list and pick some fucking random ass bum nobody knows. He didn't try to fight fucking who down there. He didn't try to fight like Sergio Garcia or fucking Kieran Conway or Liam Smith and or fucking none of that shit. Oh wait, no, those are 150, 154.
Right,
Yeah,
he
154.
picked Egerton or Cheeseman and shit.
Yeah, none of that garbage. He said, I want Gachet, and I'm like, okay, I
Yeah,
like
I
that.
like Tim Zoo. He might be the only one I believe in.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I kind of like him.
Cause he's serious. He like, I want scalps, goddammit. I ain't coming to play around and just
I was
want
just
some.
watching Goucher versus Jamonte Clark because they got the full fight on.
Yeah, all 10 minutes of that shit.
He just caught him with some smart shit, man. And I feel like I don't know if this Tim Zoo guy is like as skilled as Gaucher, because Gaucher, he's an Olympian.
Yeah. No, Gachet is definitely more skilled when it comes to boxing, but Tim Zoo is definitely a puncher and he has some skill. So, and also, he's not going to be there for jabs. He moves his feet some, he moves his head some, so he's going to be a semi-elusive target that can also punch back.
Hurt and stopped his last two opponents.
Wait, who he stopped before Jamonte Clark?
No, I'm saying he stopped Jamonte Clark and hurt Lubin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, he definitely has the ability to win the fight. Like I said, he has all the advantages. The only place where Tim Zoo shows separation is the power.
He ain't no McKinnison out here.
No, not at all.
Damn, I must have missed that fight. I got it confused with someone else. Yeah,
It's funny.
He got rid of Jamonte Clark.
It's funny because Jamonte Clark and his team in the locker room, they're probably talking how I'm talking. Oh, 50% knockout ratio. Don't even worry. You can just close the distance. He went in there and got caught. And he was like, oh shit. Like you could tell when he was getting up, he didn't expect some shit like that to happen. He was like, oh my God. Okay. Ooh. Like
he got whooped on a COVID card.
He is everybody heard that ass whooping. Everybody heard.
Bro, if you watch Lipinets versus Boots, man, you can hear all them punches, man. That shit sound like it hurt.
Like I said, he hit he. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the other fight, but yeah, he.
What if Clayton catch fucking Boots with some shit? Not saying he beats him, but what if he catch him with some shit that rocks him?
I'd be surprised, but it is what it is. Anybody can get caught with a decent shot, but
I know, but that's gonna do to the mystique.
People gonna be
Hey
like,
man, y'all think about it though. Tyson, B-Hop, man, and then even Floyd still doing it. They said disrespect Canelo, bro. I think they right, bro. Somebody needs to really put big faces.
And that's what I'm saying because
Plant tried,
done, but it's not. It hasn't been done like Tony Harrison did Charlo.
That shit was
exactly. Hey,
done
Harrison had me mad. Bro, I'm in Houston right now, bro. He had me so mad, bro. Cause I was like, damn, he beat Jamel in the fucking verbal battle.
That shit
smoking his ass in the verbal battle.
He was cooking up.
Like,
man, he had Mel up there. Said, I'm an emotional, I'm a passionate guy. And shit. I said, ah! He said, I don't like using video games and some shit. I was like, damn, bro.
He was like, he's a cornball. Man's a cornball.
He said,
nah, he was shitting
I don't care what niggas you bring with you, nigga. You can bring all them niggas, them Pyro niggas, all them niggas. I was like, oh, man, you let these niggas stun on you, God.
But he went in there and creamed his ass, though. He made it all right with that now. Because I was like, at first, I was scared. Because I was like, damn, Harrison outboxing him again. Because
at first, my bad, but it was like, at first, it was like, okay, damn, the first fight, yeah, we could say he probably robbed you. But the second fight, I don't know, nigga. It's not
Harrison was whooping his ass.
Harrison was whooping his ass. I was just, you said what I was about to say. I was going to say that first fight, I was a little annoyed because I felt like he hurt Harrison a few times. I'm like, bro, Harrison didn't take that fight. You know what I'm saying? like Mel was in that shit. So, but he did box well and kept Mel behind that jab and was hitting him with some clean ass shit.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, aside from the knockdown round in the second, it was looking like Harrison might still be able to sweep. But then, with the second knockdown, the 11th, that would have been enough for Charlo to do it. But luckily, it didn't go no farther, and he stopped his ass.
Gatorade, allegedly.
I don't, man. I don't, because I don't know. Like, can people prove it?
Harrison said he had a water bottle, right?
He said
They said it was like some green fluid.
Because I ain't never seen that though. I ain't never seen nobody with no Gatorade bottle.
Somebody pulled a fucking Panama Lewis. Give me the drink that I mixed. This nigga saying that on camera. Like, could you shut the fuck up?
That's crazy. That's crazy. But Fury glove gate is impossible.
Oh, you know how that is. They said they tried to say that Tank cheated Leo Santa Cruz with gloves for a hot minute because he switched.
No, he just paused his ass.
They tried to say
That's
that.
all that was.
They tried to say he did that.
Because they actually thought he was gonna win. I knew he was gonna fucking knock out Leo Santa Cruz. I didn't even want to see that fight, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't really care about that happening. I thought it was cool, but I was like, man. Oh, I mean, what is Leo Santa Cruz? Because Leo Santa Cruz don't hit hard enough.
I'm more excited to see Rolly fucking Tank.
Oh,
no. Lord.
That shit gonna be funny at the very least. The press conference is gonna be fucking hilarious.
At first I was talking shit, but now I was like, you know what? It's gonna be funny.
It's gonna be funny, bro. At the very least, we're gonna get comedy out of that shit. Like that press conference was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Rolly is the type of nigga to be losing a boxing match and then throw a kick.
He probably gonna tackle Tank.
Yo.
Yeah, he probably gonna elbow him or some shit. He
probably gonna be the ref.
Russell Moore,
either Tony Weeks or what's his name?
Or Steve Willis,
Kenny Bayless.
I hope it's somebody good because Rolly's stupid. Like, you heard his trainer say, "Oh yeah, we practice jujitsu and kung fu." I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about?
Have a decent ref.
Like, oh yeah, we incorporate karate inside of our body. I'm like, this is why he was getting beat up by Jackson Marinas, you fucking idiot. Why are you incorporating karate inside of boxing? Like I said, bro, he's the type of dude.
I did notice in that Jackson Marinas fight, that nigga, even though he was missing a lot, throwing them power punches, he was throwing them power punches from round 1 to round 12.
Yeah, Rolly has got a good little engine and he got power. Just his boxing skills are fucking horrific.
Ass. Oh my god.
He fights like he's in a fucking high school bathroom throwing body shots.
No,
like,
seriously.
Like he's not good.
His mid work be looking so annoying and I'm like, they're sitting there fucking acting like he's world champ material. Like,
I mean, well, he paying everybody car notes, so they gotta hype his ass up.
Yeah. Gotta say something.
Yeah, you can't talk shit to the nigga keeping the lights on. He gonna fire your ass.
I bet them niggas confused how he made it this far. Some niggas like, this nigga just
going along.
He just kept winning.
Oh
I ain't like that last press conference. That shit was whack.
Bro, that shit was so whack, it was funny to me. All right.
Now, I like what you were saying, but I ain't like what fucking Rolly was saying. He was
like, he sound funny, bro. He
sound
like a little...
Rolly is special ed, bro.
No, Rolly's special fucking ed, bro. His voice does not match him.
He's like, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna knock your ass the fuck out. I'm gonna knock you out. And then he started copying Ryan Garcia. He's like, 2 rounds. I'm like, Rolly, shut the hell up. Don't ever talk again.
He said, what you fucking doing, man?
Like, no, like you could be talking on the phone to somebody. They could be like, bro, why are you impersonating? Like, why are you trying to impersonate Michael Jackson with a lisp? He's like, nah, that's just how I talk.
Hey, Rolly lit though, because he can retire after this fight, big time. Chill.
Nah, Rolly better keep fighting. Fuck all that. He better serve himself up to somebody. I remember when Devin Haney called him out. He was talking about how he might retire because of anxiety. I was like, oh, ain't that a bitch?
Hey, I remember that because Devin Haney was gonna get on his ass. That would have been
he parked that shit real quick when Devin
Haney legitimately don't like him. Like Tank is whatever, he can make some money with him, but Devin Haney does not like Rolly, like as a person. So Devin Haney probably would have went in there trying to knock his ass out or something.
Nah, real shit, or embarrass him.
Yeah, no, Devin would have fucking embarrassed Rolly. Oh my god, that would have been. Rolly knew that shit was not happening.
Yeah, he started to make real life career decisions. Like, you know what? Maybe boxing isn't for me. I was like, oh my god, are you serious?
No, Rolly really is funny as far as like when he went in the when he's not in the press conferences, he's funny, but like that shit, like Tank just made him look like a kid damn near in that shit when you think about it.
Like kind of embarrassed, like bro, like
yeah, he said look at them big ass
clown.
shoes.
You a clown? What you got this fucking jacket on for?
Yeah, he's like it's fucking 90 degrees out, and you out here wearing some chinchilla with no shirt on, with your little nipples out. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
And just to get on the mic and look nervous as fuck, you trying to act like you Conor McGregor and shit. Like
he was, you could tell he was nervous on the mic. He was hesitating, saying certain things, and he still sounded corny. And there was an awkward silence every time he speak.
Yeah, and you could tell the difference between niggas that have been around like legitimate money and people who are just the hang-arounds. Because Rolly's just a nigga that hung around the gym for a little bit, and all of a sudden he getting broke off. Tank's been around motherfuckers like Mayweather and Broner since he been like a baby. So the spotlight is nothing new to him. But Rolly like, oh my god, this is the big time. This is the big time. He's like, oh my god, it's the big time. Oh shit, I gotta say some slick shit and get my rep up.
That's what fucked me up because I really expected him to be like vocal in the press conference, bro. So when he started talking in that low ass tone, it was so weird. He like made he made the press conference awkward as fuck. I know why you say it sucked because that shit.
That's
was
what I'm
awkward.
saying. It was awkward.
Yeah, and it was funny as hell when Mayweather was trying to talk about his smart investments, and them two start going. He's like, "All right, y'all, shut the fuck up. I'm talking now." Like I was saying, I'm saying, you can't be disrespecting the motherfucker keeping the lights on. You're like, I'll cut all this shit off, and you motherfuckers will be scrambling for contracts like fucking like what's his name, like Mickey Bay and shit.
Mickey Bay,
man, as hell. Talk about them
fucking Farmer. Who even hosting that fight?
PBC, they doing that. I mean, well, Mayweather Promotions, but PBC, yeah.
Oh, they hosting Tevin Farmer versus
Oh, Tevin Farmer. Oh, I didn't. I think that should be on the zone.
Who is Farmer fighting?
Mickey Bay.
Oh wow, I don't know who hosting that.
It should be the zone, but
great Kambosos wins.
Oh, okay. So y'all know that guy Kenichi Ogawa at 30, right?
Oh, yeah. He got the IBF title.
He lost to Farmer. Well, they robbed Farmer, right? But he got popped for drugs. And now he's at 30 with a belt somehow.
WBC belt?
No, the IBF.
And I'm not gonna lie, IBF is on the more integrity side. If you want to say anyone has integrity, whatever. They kind of stick to their shit sometimes.
Because them niggas got raided.
The IBF got raided?
Yeah, what's his name? The leader of IBF? He was involved. He was being investigated during that
by the FBI.
Yeah.
I did not hear about that shit. All right, go on.
What? I knew Top Rank got investigated. I didn't know the IBF got investigated.
Yeah, he started copping pleas.
What happened?
The way don't tell me he turned informant.
Because it was on some like he was getting paid to basically move fighters up the rankings.
Ah, damn.
Oh, so they all do that bullshit.
Yeah, that's why they so strict right now.
Yeah.
Did he snitch?
Nigga, he's still here, right?
Oh, no. You telling me Daryl Peoples is a rat? Oh,
I ain't gonna say he a rat. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Do your Googles.
Damn it. Oh, no.
Yeah, like that. I found this out doing that whole research on that just to see fucking Bob Arum's fucking track record. That shit is bad, bro.
Man, this nigga Al Bernstein tried to check me earlier, bro.
Al Bernstein tried to check me one time on some who was I talking about certain fights? Oh, I was talking about Anui's fights. And he started listing all these people. I'm like, bro, none of these niggas even know who this guy is. Nigga. Of course you know, nigga.
But I'm just like, were you awake when they were fighting? Like, did you watch this fucking fight?
Hey, they was getting mad because I was like, all these niggas mad at me because I wasn't watching the fight on Tuesday morning.
But you know, it's funny. The same people that were getting mad are now also saying anyway need to be fighting some people. It's like, ain't that a bitch?
Bartman can shut up.
Like, ain't that a bitch? So I hate how people got to give permission to like have hot takes. Like, oh, what? So some Twitter niggas are gonna call you an idiot? Like, big deal. Like,
Bro,
nobody.
they think that shit. They think that shit is the ultimate conviction right now.
Yeah, bro. Like, people be thinking that
You
Twitter
don't know
consensus
shit
is
about
real.
boxing, bro. You don't
Nobody
know shit
cares.
about boxing.
Yeah, like fuck Twitter. That's why when I talk about Terrence Crawford, I'm like, Terrence Crawford can't go to the negotiating table talking about, well, the people on Twitter gonna say you a duck. Like, nigga, so fuck that. I'm shit.
I'm trying to go to what Mark Ortega said. Mark Ortega said some straight bull. Okay, Mike Coppinger, that's something too, Art. Did you see how, first of all, we started posting the other day that Kambosos, I did this shit like last week, bro, randomly for no reason. I swear to God, I posted. If Kambosos, something about Kambosos ducking Haney, then a couple other accounts start posting it. Then a couple days later, Art said something to him. We start adding them again. And we've been adding them for like 4 or 5 days straight. Out of nowhere, he's leaking information.
But that's the thing. He wants to make it seem like it's a critical leak. Those are narratives that people have already been on. That's why whenever Mike Coppinger tweets, it's not really breaking news. It's what the fuck we expected to happen.
D-Hop, you didn't see that shift in energy once we were adding this. People started adding this nigga.
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people was adding him. Like,
bro, a lot of people start adding him after we start adding him, bro. Dead ass.
What, Kambosos or Cop?
Kambosos.
Oh yeah, I mean, because it just looks bad, especially after
Coppinger too, though. We start getting on his ass, then he starts switching up his flow.
Yeah, that shit he wrote today or yesterday about the undisputed shit, bro, was like, wow. He said the franchise belt is transferable. I don't understand what you guys don't understand.
Yeah, it's transferable as long as the WBC says it is.
And I said to him, you trying to diminish his belt. I don't want to hear that shit. No, stop trying. And then he gonna sit there and say that he's elite shit. Like, no, you do you not realize the inconsistency in your statements? First, you said some shit that would make all his detractors happy as fuck, which is what's been flaming the negativity in his career. He really can sue the WBC for that shit.
He really could.
I already told him what to do on Twitter to get attraction to his next
fight.
I've been
said that shit too.
Yeah, just smack the fuck out of Mauricio Suleiman. I bet you get 1 million views on your next fight.
And Mauricio Suleiman has been trending fucking lightly on what he says about Devin in certain ways.
And then go to jail over fucking assault and have his career fucked up that way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like he got to take them boys to court, but niggas don't want to get involved with that because they feel like they're gonna get blackballed.
Yeah,
or they're gonna have people come at their dome. They ain't ready for that shit.
So what's up with Terrence Crawford promo situation? Like,
yeah, like niggas talking about when his next fight. Do y'all know this nigga don't got no fucking? He not signing nobody.
Well, I don't think he should sign with anyone. I think he should just go on a fight by fight basis and get the best fights possible. I've never thought that if Terrence Crawford wants to sign with PPC, great. But if he doesn't, I completely understand, and I don't think he should have to. I
ain't gonna lie to you. If I was Terrence Crawford, I'll be right in line to fight Errol Spence after that. You good fight. I'll be trying to sign a contract.
Right. Hey, all right. Look at the last comment in the chat. That's all you right there.
Nah, they said they're gonna sue Artman. Have they pressed charges yet?
That shit is hilarious. Man, Kambosos is a fucking weenie.
That nigga say we getting nigga out here.
We getting nigga out here. What? What kind of racism is that? Is that trendy racism?
Hold on, who said that?
Kambosos' wife or whoever.
What the fuck?
Offended. I'm confused.
Damn, are they saying you be snoozing? She kind of about it's not his whole career.
He said, "I'm surprised Art's still awake."
Who talking shit? He was asking me who fights most like Salvador Sanchez right now. I said Canelo definitely has shades of his jab, but I said Munguia under the tutelage of Eric Morales fights a lot like Salvador Sanchez, especially if you watch him versus Wilfredo Gomez. I see a lot of that.
Man, I seen Salvador. Oh man, I like him. I don't know
The
if
best
that's
fighter
fair
from
to-
Mexico right now is Navarrete. Oh, y'all playing?
Yeah.
Who the best fighter from Mexico besides Canelo?
I'm trying to think of all the niggas that are actually from Mexico because it's hard separating these motherfuckers.
Yeah, some of these niggas is
It's like is Valdez from Mexico?
Yeah,
Or is he from fucking
He from
Fresno?
he from Mexico.
originally, right?
Yep.
Well, not
Yeah,
right there. Not
very
right there. Probably whoop his ass.
Shakur finna do fucking. People keep trying to act like he's not gonna stop this guy. I'll pick in Shakur to stop this motherfucker.
No, I don't think Shakur is gonna take that much risk with this kind of pressure on the line. I think he's gonna chill with this one and
You
just
think so?
box his ears off. And if anything, he's gonna let Valdez run into some shit and then have Valdez stop himself. If you can understand what I'm saying, he gonna have like Shakur gonna let off a flurry, Valdez gonna come at it wrong, and he gonna get himself stopped.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it 100. I think Shakur Stevenson gonna play it safe on this one because
Yeah, I agree.
That'll
Valdez-
piss me off if he do. This is what he needs to beat his ass, to be honest.
I get it, but it's too much of a risk because I'm gonna keep it 100. Valdez do got some pop when he be throwing them crazy ass overhands,
Yeah, he
And
do.
that left hook.
crazy ass overhand or crazy ass left hook.
Because again, I don't want to have to certify Valdez because if he beat up Shakur,
Y'all certifying Valdez right now.
Valdez if he
Nah,
beat Shakur.
if he whoops Shakur ass, we all gonna have to certify this motherfucker.
No, facts. It's nothing we can do about it. I'm gonna still blame it on T and shit though, but fucking yeah, I'm
Hey,
not
yo, cry
bro.
backstage.
I'm not breaking on no shit like that, bro. If Shakur lose to him, I'm gonna come up with something.
I mean, yeah, of course we're gonna talk about the steroids. It's just that is what it is. But I'm just saying, like, as far as like fighting goes, we're gonna have to. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to, say,
Be real though, D-Hop. Do we owe? I seen a bunch of shit arguments you had today. Do we owe it to these niggas to certify anybody they like?
No.
No, not at all.
And that's why they be mad as hell at me on Twitter because I be
Well,
talking.
we don't owe shit.
And they be like, "Oh, Art Man only."
They want that. They want us to say that shit though, bro. They want that shit. That's why I'm saying I don't want to.
That's why I got these dudes saying FBA now on boxing Twitter. Watch, you'll see them. D-Hive, you see it.
They really want us to say, "Oh yeah, I think some so and so is better than this black fighter that I know for a fact he isn't better than." That's what they be wanting us to say. Over draw shit. It's like if he's better, I'm gonna say he's better. If he's not, I'm gonna say he's not.
Somebody's like, "So what you gonna do? Your FBA brother Marcus Brown got beat up."
I'm like, we're gonna keep talking boxing.
You don't give a
because,
fuck about Marcus Brown?
well, I care about Marcus Brown, but I'm not gonna go into fucking hiding because he lost.
Like we say,
I'm saying I don't care about no fighter enough to be hurt about it. Like,
Right, yeah.
well, Shakur, I'll be hurt. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, in NJMP, if he get in there and get his ass whooped, he gonna be Puerto Rican as fuck. Like, for example, Colbert is Mexican until further notice.
No,
until Colbert figures some shit out, he is Mexican.
Yeah.
You really went out there and laid fucking shit at a brick.
Yo, what's up,
I
guys?
still haven't watched that.
What's up, Clark?
Oh,
He went out there and shit at a brick.
I'm surprised Arman's still up.
Bro, he was talking about dog and shit before that fight. That's crazy.
He was talking about killing Shakur. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, if you don't take your 6 knockouts and sit the fuck down somewhere with your bitch ass.
No, I was like, yeah, Shakur gonna wash his ass. I already knew that, but I just did not think he was. But he underestimated Garcia.
You know what fight I want to see too? Berchelt versus that Napaphilia guy that Shakur fought.
Yeah.
Because Shakur said that's one of the hardest punches he fought.
Yeah, he said it's
that dude went 12 with Galahad.
Huh?
Berchelt's fighting that African dude.
Yeah, that Shakur fought.
Yeah.
And Shakur said that's one of the hardest punches he fought.
Yeah,
I don't
Nakapila
definitely lost to Oscar at all, bro. That shit is not happening to me.
You know,
I think Nakapila might might come in there and possibly knock out Burchell, but but I think Burchell should definitely beat him, just simply because Nakathila, he's a very limited fighter.
Burchell's lucky to be alive, to be honest. We'll keep it
Yeah,
honest.
man. I'm happy that he's doing better.
That punch
Because
he
he was
got hit with was
He was weight drained. He was weight drained, and he was fighting a motherfucking drug cheat.
Yeah.
Those are recipes of death in the ring.
I literally thought he was dead in the ring.
Me too. I swear I thought he was dead. There's a couple
Yeah,
fighters
same.
I thought was dead, and there's a couple.
It
fighters
sounded like his damn neck broke. I was like, oh shit.
There's a couple.
Bro, he looked like he was
Yeah.
using every bit of himself to try to stay in that fight, bro.
Because Valdez was on his bicycle. Valdez was boxing and moving. He wasn't trying to sit there and
You
how
know
that
what
shit
fight
happened.
I saw live? That fucking Matias versus what's that guy named, the one that died?
Dadashev.
I seen that shit live, bro. I swear I knew he was out of there. I said, man, he ain't coming back. Cause that dude was throwing up. Like, how do you get knocked out and start throwing up? Where did that come from?
To me, too, it just looked like he hit like Dadashev, the way his head was, he had like a really skinny head. So when he was taking shots to the temple, I was like, this isn't a good situation. Like, you know how I've said on previous shows that like dudes where the back of their head is flat, they're real hard to knock out. This dude had, not only was the back of his head round, but his whole head was just real thin, like pencil head. I was like, nah, this shit about to go sideways. And then, he ain't make it.
He ain't make it. I thought Leo Santa Cruz wasn't gonna make it either.
No, I straight thought he stopped breathing. I was
We had a fight party at my pop's crib. The crowd, we went from cheering to it's serious concern.
I was like, Tank better get the fuck up out of there before they call the fuzz on his ass for fucking manslaughter or some shit. No, they'll be the type to he'll be in the locker room and be like, Mr. Davis, we're gonna need you to come with us down to the station. And next thing you know, they're slapping some charges on this nigga. Because Pritchard Cologne's family was talking about charging Williams, right?
Yeah.
That shit was different though.
Terrell Williams didn't even like fucking say sorry. He fucking
that shit was fucked up.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying that would be an interesting legal precedent considering you sign waivers before you enter boxing matches. So that would mean effectively.
I heard he punched him in the back of the head.
Yeah, he was dirty. He was
times.
dirty during the fight.
Dirty as fuck.
But if that's the case,
happened? Was it after the fight where the dude felt like that, or was it during the fight where he just get caught?
It was during the fight.
Yeah, it was during.
They stopped it.
Yeah. Because Pritchard wasn't feeling good, and then he had to get basically rushed out to the hospital.
I said they considered it like a TKO, right?
Yeah. Like, to which that's not even supposed to be ruled as one, because if anything, Terrell Williams should have been DQ'd, but they ruled that bullshit a TKO victory. So
that's unfortunate, but all I'm saying is that would be a sport changing legal precedent, because then effectively that means that despite the indemnification clauses and despite the waivers, you can still suffer legal civil liability if in fact you injure someone too bad in the ring.
That boxer in New York though. The dude, it was like a Russian heavyweight. He ended up getting some type of brain damage because I guess the ref failed to stop the fight in time, and he ended up suing like the New York fucking State Commission, and he ended up winning. And
good for him.
And now that's why when Wilder got hurt against fucking what's his name, Ortiz, the doctor had to check him immediately.
Well, the commission is not indemnified, but I'm talking about the fighters. They're talking about suing Williams personally.
The fighters, exactly. Okay.
Yeah. The fighters are the ones that sign the indemnification clauses because shit happens in boxing. The commission ain't exempt. You can sue the hell out the commission. They got liability insurance. So that's what that's there for. You're supposed to be able to sue and get the liability insurance. from the commission, but the fighters themselves are the ones that are indemnified. So that would be the massive change in legal precedent.
Yeah, man, I feel so bad for Pritchard, man.
That's terrible.
Pritchard's awesome.
In boxing, and why do you think these fighters be scared to fight certain fighters?
Yeah,
And that's
because they
all.
don't want to get their asses killed.
And that's also how you know that Nigel Benn has some serious power because he did that shit to Gerald McClellan and wasn't really hitting him in the back of the head that much. So that nigga he was cracking.
I feel like that nigga was going through too many wars. I seen it.
He was fighting too many big punches.
Yeah,
Did
he
Gerald
fought
McClellan
Julian.
fight Mike McCallum and
He fought Julian. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
And he-
yeah.
Too
And
many
he was
hard
sparring,
punches.
he was sparring Tommy Hearns and shit.
Oh yeah. And he was fucking and he was fighting. He wasn't really defensively responsible. He was fighting.
I remember
he
watching.
was trying to smoke,
I
motherfucker.
watched like a little interview or whatever about him and his family. Now, man, they were talking about the WBC is on some like nigga, there's nothing we could do for you type shit.
They did that shit with Wilder.
Yeah,
They were like, "Nah, nigga, it is what it is. Move on. He whooped your ass. Get on." That's like what they did.
they really threatened to fucking take Wilder's belt away. On some shit, you know that's some bullshit.
Yeah,
So
no, they
start
don't.
talking like that damn count. D-Hive need to start on a damn Negro league.
And you know what? And the first thing they would do is a lot of them would make sure not to tune in. They'd be like, finally, got them niggas out of boxing. That would be just watch Lomachenko wash all of Europe. It's gonna be Lomachenko and Canelo destroying every country between the UK and fucking Greece.
That's exactly what they want.
They're gonna be just them slaughtering garbage. They're gonna watch him fight niggas like La Haraga and Flatley.
And that's what they want, bro. If you go to
Troy Williamson.
if you go to
or-
ESPN boxing
Or
tab,
Ted Beesman.
if you go to ESPN boxing tab and you go to schedule, you're gonna see a graphic of Tyson Fury, Lomachenko, Ryan Garcia, Chocolatito, just no black fighter. And I'm
All
like,
and all
and
their
I'm-
opponents are fucking butt cheeks.
and I'm like, is this what y'all want in boxing? No black fighters?
They don't want it to be like the NBA.
Nah, and the only time they want black fighters to come up is when they're sacrificed. Niggas like Jacobs that'll get paid to look like some bullshit.
Yeah.
And if you ain't on program, they just gonna set you up like they did Wilder.
Yeah, like Oshaki Foster. I know you don't like to hear it, but Oshaki Foster signed with Pro Bellum. Who will that nigga be fighting?
They try to do the funny glove on his ass too.
Who is he?
Oshaki Foster?
Fucking
He's
glove survivor.
no, yeah, Oshaki Foster fights at 130. He's a top guy. He's the number one for the WBC for Oscar Valdez.
Shakur.
He do, and once Shakur get this strap off Valdez, there should be no reason for him not to. That's a good ass fight.
That is
That's
a
a good ass fight.
Is that he got the braids?
Yep.
He got
All right.
dreads,
I'm not thinking. I'm thinking of Warren or something like that.
but he signed the Pro Bellum.
I know who he is. Yeah. Okay, I think I know who he is. Pure boxing, right?
Yeah, basically. I mean, he could punch some, but he's basically a pure boxer.
I never
But
seen.
and he's a southpaw, I believe. Another southpaw.
Where's he
That's
from?
actually Oshaki.
Yeah.
Let me see. He is from he's from Texas.
Probably Ohio. Oh,
He was born in Orange, Texas, according to his wiki.
Okay.
Yeah, and his the glove cheating situation was when he beat up Miguel Roman. But damn it, why you say it like that? You like, oh,
Yeah, Orange is by
I
like
said-
Beaumont and
Because
stuff.
I said Orange, because I'm like, bro, Orange, Texas. I ain't never, bro. As long as I live in Texas, I ain't never heard of that.
That's by
Texas
Beaumont.
has a lot of cities in Texas.
That's what Earl Thomas they used to play for the Seahawks from. It's really a football town.
So where's
Wow.
all the boxing gyms in Texas?
Shit, we got like KD boxing gym, Charlo gym in Richmond.
Oh, nice, nice.
Have you been there? Is it open to the
A
public?
minute
Hell
ago,
no.
like 2 years ago. I don't know what it's doing since COVID happened, but I know they had started training. Like they be going to Jay Prince gym sometimes. They be all around this house.
So where does Jesse train at?
Jesse,
Yeah, Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez.
he from San Antonio.
Oh, all right. So he probably trains at like a San Antonio gym.
It's a lot of fighters in San Antonio.
Yeah,
I
I'd like to
forgot- I think
just go
it's
down
called,
there just to,
I
yeah, just
forgot
to
what the
train.
boxing club they fight. I forgot what that shit called.
Yeah,
I think they got Barrios. The
yeah.
one I'm thinking of.
Barrios definitely trains down there.
The one I'm thinking of. Oh shit. I don't know, bro. I don't be following none of them to be honest.
Yeah, like I wish that there was more boxing gyms up here. There's
See,
not that
Bam
many.
is just in a smaller weight, and then Barrios is just like I feel like they using him as like PBC built him up to be food for fighters. It seems like.
No, I don't think they specifically built him up to be food. It's just that's what he's amounting to. The nigga
Shit,
is
he
not.
earned his keep.
Yeah, if
I
any,
mean, the
if,
good thing about it. Oh shit! I'm sorry.
no, you're cool. I was just gonna say, if anything, they gave him the perfect opportunity. They served him a Keith Thurman coming off a 2-year layoff that's vulnerable to the body, and the nigga couldn't capitalize. That's not PBC fault.
You
They
could
gave.
put six.
Yeah, Barrios do train with Virgil Hunter, but of course, he came out of a different gym in San Antonio.
Yeah, but that's not PBC's fault. They served you up a good opportunity at welterweight, and you do get in the bed. What can we really
He
say?
said San Antonio, mostly Mexican. Hell yeah, I used to live there. Bro. Yeah.
Barrios lucky that motherfucking Keith Thurman.
San Antonio is
didn't
definitely
wear
mostly
the
Mexican.
gloves.
Yeah, like
He would have stopped him.
yeah, he talking about Keith Thurman. He over there bitching about gloves and shit. I'm like, yeah, that's your fault. You the one came off. You served yourself up as some food. Shit.
They both was acting like the other was complaining about it. I really was trying. But that seemed like some Mario Barrios would rather have an issue with.
Yeah, because he coming up from 140. He's like, hey guys, we need to make sure and I want to use his big ass gloves now.
I know he's one time Thurman, nigga. Boy, that nigga turned that nigga face into Shark Tales, boy. I was like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Man.
He had him looking like his fucking ancestors.
Nah, real shit.
Yeah, go ahead, Crowd.
Yeah. I was gonna just add in on the Barrios situation. I would probably say, if anything, Barrios is actually taking the harder route to, actually test himself. But I think that's actually better for him, because if you actually think about it, if the PBC actually didn't want to, do any more business, for Barrios, I don't think Barrios, would have gotten those fights to begin with, and I think he would have been fed off to some other fighters, off of like different promotional
They
tables.
could have made him do a rematch against old dude that he won the title from.
Yeah, Bacteria.
Because I remember they were talking about doing first bids for that fight and everything.
Yeah, I mean, Bacteria Agmedov, that's a good name to run it back with.
I don't care what nobody says. Even though Barrios got his face beat in, he still won that fight. He dropped the dude twice and won some rounds.
All right, I wanted to bring something back to y'all attention though. So like, say Loma comes back, he beats Kambosos. If this motherfucker don't fight Devin, where do we go from here? Type shit.
He's not going to fight Devin.
Devin needs to move up.
Yeah,
he needs to move up to 140. Or wait, actually, I don't know if it's possible, but can Devin try to make a petition to the WBC to try to force a mandatory position to, unify?
Like they're trying to make it to
they gonna put that in a petition drawer.
If Lomachenko was really that dude, because Lomachenko is also Devin Haney's mandatory right now. If I was Lomachenko, if he really that nigga, I'd be like, Devin Haney, let me get your punk ass out the way and have Kambosos chill. I'm gonna whoop your ass, and then I'm gonna whoop Kambosos, and then we can shut all this shit down right now. That's
last year.
Yeah,
well, more than likely, what happened is
could have been done like 2 years ago.
Tyrant gonna have Keyshawn Davis press Devin Haney.
and that's
Probably.
cool.
And just have
I
an
don't,
in-house unification. And Devin
I don't
Haney
see
dropped
that
that belt.
happening.
Well, I mean, it's easy to say that because he's already talking about how he's struggling to make 135 and got to go up anyway. So of course that'd
Yeah,
be the narrative, but that's still a good fight.
I don't see Devin staying at 35 for that much longer. So
He's
Why would
literally
he fight him
he's
anyway?
he's literally said that he's only staying here for Kambosos and Undisputed. After that, it's like, okay, no one wants to fight. What's the point?
yeah,
And
and I
then
mean,
it,
if he's not gonna
and
get
that's
it,
when
then
and
move
But
the
that's when
fuck up.
Keyshawn,
he's ducking
but Keyshawn
Keyshawn
also fights at
Davis.
140.
Hold on, I
Yeah,
said that's when he's ducking Keyshawn Davis narrative's gonna kick in when he moves up in weight.
No, because Keyshawn has also fought at 140, so it's all good. So if Keyshawn really
yeah,
wanted,
him and
just
Keystone are gonna see each
keep
other.
keep talking that shit. Keyshawn, do your thing, homie.
But I don't like Keyshawn Davis fighting at 135. I personally feel like he fights like a skeleton at that weight. So I think 140 is a lot better for him.
Yeah, me too.
He just looks like a twig at 135. But
I don't see that much. I don't see that much difference. I like him at both weights, but like I said, Keyshawn has fought at 140 and he's fought on the zone. So there's definitely no excuse why we can't get that motherfucker done.
He reminds me of a young Crawford.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
I can agree. He has shades of him.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
no, that's definitely a good scrap. But yeah, man, Lomachenko should have been did that. If that would have been the first thing I would have said. I'm like, you know what, Devin Haney, since you talking shit, I would have been like, since you talking shit and Tank don't want to fight me, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna whoop your ass, and I'm gonna whoop Kambosos' ass in that order. That's exactly what I would have said. But of course, Lomachenko is not that guy. Oh, if I can get Kambosos, that would be great.
fuck Lomachenko and Kambosos. This nigga is literally trying to get a permission slip, bro. Like you said, a fucking permission slip to leave war.
Out
Hey,
of combat during a mandatory draft.
Midwest. He probably fucking doing some other
Midwest
shit.
got kids like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
He probably
I'm
laying
saying.
their ass to bed.
Right, exactly. This nigga Midwest is in the military. He can't just tell, his folks, hey, can I just leave?
Right.
No, they're going to basically, imprison you, or
Yeah,
at least.
shit, over there in the Ukraine, you probably get shot for betraying your country. Be like, wait, are you surrendering? Nigga, fuck that.
Who is he gonna ask?
I mean,
Can't
he's a
ask
fucking
anybody out of the chain of command. Like you probably have to go ask your your leading staff sergeant,
I
and
don't
then that'll
understand
be
this Ukraine war. So you telling me niggas is getting on planes and flying to the UK? I mean, not the
Hey,
UK.
y'all know the Ukraine
They're-
president used to be a comedian.
yeah. Yeah.
oh shit. They got
hold on. Hear me out though. I don't understand how this works. So this is a war, but you can fly on commercial planes back to the United States
well, Ukraine
I
is
thought
such a
Russia already
with
small
blew
fucking
that up,
fighter jets
honestly.
blowing up motherfucking buildings and shit.
Ukraine is such a small, underdeveloped country. You got to think if Lomachenko is a big star in the boxing world over there in the Ukraine, he must be like Jesus Christ.
You would think, huh?
So I think
Well,
that they
none of
know
it
him.
don't fucking matter right now over there.
But you're also assuming that he's really fighting in a war. Like he could be back in Greece right now. Like we don't even know. The nigga took one photo. He took a single photo, and that's all we've seen of him. We haven't seen him bust no cap.
Video footage, no nothing.
Yeah, there's no video footage. He could have took that photo from fucking Greece, bro. He could have had a bunch of motherfuckers get him fatigues, give him a little AK-74, and then take a photo of him handshaking a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's
Like
true.
motherfuckers don't even realize, because my
Well,
thing
that's
is,
where my mind goes, D-Hub.
Yeah, I just didn't believe that shit because it's like, you can't just be posting military photos like that while you're in a war. But
because Klitschko's, we got footage of at least one of the Klitschko's. Usyk, we haven't seen Usyk in a minute, but we got some video footage of him, and he not talking shit like, "Oh, I got to get back to the UK to fight fucking AJ."
I don't know.
But then again, we don't know. Niggas could have already left. But I don't think that any of the celebrities are actually fighting. I don't believe that bullshit. They got a picture of Klitschko loading the fucking machine gun. I'm like, okay, yeah, you don't know where they're loading that though. They could be on the roof of the fucking of anywhere. I'm like, like you're not
Call of Duty
showing.
Warzone.
Yeah, like people.
It's so weird.
Usyk.
Yeah, like people forget that Prince Harry did a tour in Afghanistan. You think the Queen of England really had Prince Harry out there busting caps? Like,
Hell no.
no, come on, bro. Like, come on, dude. Oh my god, but like it's just crazy. He
Yeah,
literally,
like I know for sure, if I'm fighting up inside like a war, like I'm not gonna be saying anything online because for one, the enemy is going to listen to you, and two, that's gonna blow like your fucking cover.
but my thing
You
is,
talking
this
about
is
flying back to the United States for a fight? What if Russia fucking kidnapped Lomachenko?
what if they shoot your fucking plane down in the tarmac talking about, yeah, nigga, that's what y'all get. For
y'all
fucking
funny.
Damn,
My
like,
God.
so you telling me Lomachenko's getting on a commercial plane and flying out of here, dude?
I mean, what if Putin sends
Hell
jets and
no.
fucking
They
blow that
said
shit
he's
up
trying
like
to
9/11?
escape the Ukraine.
Yeah, but
If the
my thing is, this is why the Dick Riders fucked up. They were talking about, oh, Lomachenko's a combat. I'm like, this story would have sounded better if he had stayed in Greece, because then now it makes sense. You're making it seem like he's withdrawing from active combat to go box. I'm like, why did you even join the combat if you were gonna give up like a month in?
That
Like you
sounds
haven't,
like complete bullshit.
yeah, like you
Yeah,
haven't even.
Lomachenko doesn't care, about his fucking country.
But my thing is like you haven't even put in an ounce of work, and you're already like, all right, I've done my part. I took one photo. I
He
need to
gonna
leave.
come
Like,
back. I shot 3 people.
yeah,
He killed 3 people. Now I go
like
home.
he gonna be telling that I'm on the front. I was on the front line story to his fucking great grandkids and shit.
Yeah, I shot like fucking 5 bullets.
Swear, I'm gonna be on Social Security. I'm gonna still be hearing about this nigga's amateur career and that one time he fucking fought.
Bro, I give him like hella credit for beating Rigo and like Nick Walters and
Anthony bitch Corolla.
bruh, and Luke Campbell and Blanares, bruh. Like,
And Rigo was coming up 2 weight divisions too. Like,
bro, people talk like he cannot, like Haney cannot fuck with him.
Devin Haney would stop him.
Oh shit! Well, I don't know about all that, but they don't want Devin Haney to be able to fuck with him.
Nah, Devin will straight up beat the shit out of him and stop him.
I ain't gonna lie,
Hey, Cry hates high level fighters. I don't know what it is, but Cry hates their
Bro, if you're okay, number one, Lomachenko's a piece of shit. Number two,
Jesus.
yeah, number two, if Lomachenko is this great, amazing fighter, why doesn't he have the balls to fucking beat up all the fighters that he's been avoiding? It's like Lomachenko has shown to you he does not have the skills necessary to beat those high level names. Otherwise, he would have been and beat Gervonta, Shakur, Devin, Teofimo, like basically every single fighter that we want to see him beat. He's not showing that to us. So
I only know Lomachenko of ducking one nigga. I don't know him ducking multiple people. I just know
he did. Yeah, he did.
He called out Tank.
He ducked fucking Orlando Salido. He fucking ducked his ass when Salido beat the No, Salido said to Lomachenko, "I'll fight you again," but Lomachenko did not want to fight his ass.
That's because he asked for $2 million, if I'm mistaken, right? He asked for $2 million.
No. Salido beat him, but he came in overweight for that fight. So by the WBO's rules, you could either re-challenge, the same fighter for the belt that he had lost, or on top of that, basically Lomachenko would have had to face up the next, leading contender for that strap, in which at the time, Gary Russell, correct me if I'm wrong, he was number 1 by the WBO. So him and Loma fought each other for that vacant belt. So Lomachenko basically didn't want to go that same route of fighting Salido. Instead, he like, he probably thought at that time frame, like, fighting Gary Russell would be a better route because number one, Gary Russell, he was coming up, in the rankings fast. And then number two, if you beat Gary Russell, then therefore, you as a, up and coming fighter, at that stage puts you on the map to say, okay, well, I'm that guy now, because I beat Gary, so therefore nobody can mess with me. And I think that's how Lomachenko got his, claim to fame, so quick and fast into his professional career.
Well, he got his claim to fame off top because he was fucking white. And I'll say that.
Yeah. That too.
He's the fucking amateur, the amateur career, and blah blah blah. Like, but
bro, Teddy Atlas really sat there, Andre Ward,
and the Muhammad Ali comparison,
and
told him,
no, that shit was
Lomachenko
running
was the
hot.
best fighter in the world.
Oh my God, that shit. That's when I realized I gotta stop being so emotional about this shit because hearing that shit, those comparisons was really bothering me. Bob Arum was saying that bullshit.
Nigga,
Man,
they said Triple G was motherfucking better than what's his name? Roy Jones Jr.
And I think they said he was better than Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah.
They had Triple G pound for pound number one before this nigga fought Jacobs.
And that wouldn't have warranted him being number one pound for pound either.
Especially considering how Jacobs then turned out. This nigga can't even beat up a writer. Like, what the fuck is we talking about?
This nigga,
but
Jacob,
no,
pound for pound bullshit.
How do you? He left the fucking venue smiling.
Not only pound for pound, but all the middle ranking systems is bullshit too. Like for me, like it's just me personally. I don't think Wilder versus Fury should have had the ring magazine belt on the line because Fury was not the number 2 heavyweight.
No, he
wasn't.
like
ring. I don't even like the Ring magazine fucking belt. Like I don't even like it.
Yeah, the Ring magazine makes no sense.
Like I mean I know it's historic, but I just don't like it. So they can say it's somebody's fucking lineal. Like fuck that.
Yeah, well, the lineal status, doesn't really mean anything because it's like, if I beat the guy that beat everybody in that division, that still doesn't really mean that you're the man, to be the entire division. Eventually there will be somebody that will come up to, eventually beat you.
Yeah. Yeah. But Crowd, because we digress from the topic. What do you have against high level fighters?
High level fighters, like what are you talking about?
Like Canelo and Loma. This dude hates Canelo and Loma.
Yeah. Like they're not good at fighters. Oh yeah. Keith Paulie Malignaggi Thurman is not that good too. But
I forgot you did hate Keith.
Wow.
Yeah, you should have heard
Malignaggi Thurman.
He had Barrios knocking Thurman out.
Girl, I was literally thinking Barrios was gonna beat the shit out of Keith Thurman.
He thought Barrios was gonna stop Keith Thurman.
That's so crazy.
Hey, but you know what? You wasn't the only one who was thinking that. I've seen a lot of people on boxing Twitter talking like that.
Oh, okay.
And then they fucking wanted to disappear. They disappear right after talking about, I guess Keith Thurman's back now, and what happened to that Barrios shit?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely ate my crow that day, but I give Keith Thurman his credit, and Mario Barrios, he took a very good risk, and if anything, I thought that failure definitely really made his name bigger and actually makes his skill set actually learn, a lot, a lot more faster. But then on top of that, I think Virgil Hunter, he needs to be a little bit more aggressive with teaching him how to use his pressure more. And then, if he's going to box, at least press on to your opponent as you're boxing them.
When Steph was working against Thurman, I feel like he didn't even stick to that shit.
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah, Virgil Hunter is definitely not like a coach you go to when you're looking to press the action and press for a knockout. Virgil Hunter is definitely a boxer's coach. And, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes his corner instructions leave me, a little, how do I say, flummoxed. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna talk too much shit about Virgil on it.
Because
I remember when him and Floyd was beefing. That shit had me dying. Floyd was like, "Dude's fucking horrible." Like Floyd was straight up like, Virgil Hunter is horrible. Like he's a terrible fucking coach. I was like,
Why was he
oh.
on that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Mario Barrios, he should probably switch trainers. Maybe like get somebody that knows how to, teach you how to pressure fight, like a Manny Robles or.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe that's like the type of style he needs because he has power. It's just that he needs to learn how to use that pressure style, boxer puncher type of style because he could definitely hit. It's just that you have to facilitate your style to be more of a technically gifted inside fighter.
That's some good advice for Keith Thurman, but you talk about anybody else in the division that's not Keith Thurman, he gonna get knocked out fighting like that.
You think Barrios can beat Virgil Ortiz?
That's possible, but I wouldn't pick him to win.
I think Barrios can beat Butaev. I think he could beat Stanionis.
No, Butaev and Thanos will light his ass up.
They're probably knock him out, to be honest.
Yeah, they like. I think
they KO on his ass, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I picked him to beat Josh.
I mean, he could definitely beat Josh, Josh Taylor.
I think
not Josh. He can't beat no Josh Taylor. What's the
really?
dude name? Josh Kelly. I picked him to beat Josh Kelly.
Oh well, come on. Nobody gives a fuck about Josh Kelly no more.
I mean,
White Mayweather.
Wait, you think Thurman can beat Stanionis?
Yeah, I think he'll get off.
Yeah, I think so. I think Stanionis is too limited.
I don't know.
I think Butaev has to beat him though.
I think Stanionis gonna win that fight.
Fuck around, beat fucking Stanionis.
Yeah, he gonna knock him out.
If he don't sleep him.
Nah, I think Stanionis gonna win that one.
I'd like to see Butaev versus well, obviously he's gonna fight Stanionis, but I want to see him in Boots. I think that's gonna be a really difficult fight for Boots.
Man, he lost. I mean, I understand that Besputin tested positive, but he lost to little ass Besputin. Boots will pulverize his ass.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Besputin got the decision, but it got turned over to a no contest because Besputin tested positive for PEDs. But if you're in there struggling with little ass Besputin, Boots will destroy your ass.
Yeah, that's true. Because I keep forgetting Jaron Ennis walks around at like light heavyweight, so.
Not to mention, you do one of those leaping moves that Jaron Ennis, he'll just move out of the way or have you run into an uppercut, and then that'd be it.
Yeah, Jaron, he has faster feet than him too.
And he ain't no Jamal James. Jaron Ennis fucking punch. Jaron Ennis has, I think, all knockouts except for 2.
Yeah, but but everyone tries to throw that narrative on Boots to try to compare him to Crawford to say that he's fought mostly bums, but it's like if you're like the most dangerous up and coming fighter in your division and you can't get with the best fighters to fight you, then you have no choice but to stay active, to fight to be fighting lower level opposition for you to stay busy until those bigger names start coming after you.
Well, I disagree with that narrative. I don't think that they compare Boots to Crawford. I think they're trying to invalidate Boots to where he doesn't fight Crawford. I think that's the situation. More so than anything. I mean, even if you pick Crawford to win, that's perfectly fine. But I think that they prefer either Errol take that. So, if they do have to fight, if Crawford does have to fight Boots, then it will be for undisputed. Or they just prefer Boots sit out while Crawford fights Spence. But I think that the prevailing situation is that they don't want him in there, doing anything with Crawford at the moment. Which I'm not saying who wins that fight, but it's a tough fight for anybody. Like Boots versus Spence is a horrific fight for Spence. I don't know who wins, and Boots versus Crawford is a horrific fight. I don't know who wins.
Nigga, Bud and Spence will beat that nigga up.
Hey, that's cool if it happens.
Nah, man, I
If
think
I'm
that
in
fight
this,
could
I
be
tell
crazy.
Showtime to send Crawford the offer right after I beat Clayton. Like send Crawford the offer.
That's what I'm saying. Or petition the the WBO because when Sean Porter fought Bud, he was number 2. So shit, fuck it. Virgil Ortiz clearly doesn't want to fight. Niggas in the hospital. Let me fight him.
with
Yeah, I think that's
Ramos.
what Boots needs to do.
Yeah,
That's so.
hopefully.
This dude, I don't care what nobody said. That shit's some bullshit, nigga. What the fuck you doing getting?
James Crawford better fight better not fight Michael McKinson.
Oh Lord, that's some Josecito Lopez type shit.
I just figured that I would just put that out there.
No, seriously though, who is he gonna fucking fight?
A fucking British nobody.
Who, McKinson?
Yeah.
I've never heard of him. He's only
Same here.
never heard of him.
He's a nobody. He has 2 knockouts. He fights on a bunch of weird top ranked MTK cards that come on at like 1 in the morning. I'm not gonna call him a bum. He's undefeated, I guess, but he's not known for anything, and he only has 2 knockouts. So clearly he can't punch.
Hey, they did Jack Kakarov fucked up.
they robbed him so hard they had to call the police.
These niggas literally called the police.
They're doing an investigation.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, literally called the police.
That shit crazy.
Jack at the house like they committed grand larceny on my fucking career. The fuck?
Eddie Hearn 0-1 too now. Eddie Hearn hold a lot of niggas favors.
Jack Carroll. So shit. If anything, since what they doing with Canelo, Eddie Hearn needs to go and need to send his fighters over to Mayweather and them and have Tank start picking them off and giving those kind of paydays. Then, since Canelo ain't gonna cut down to
Tank versus
140.
Jack Carroll.
There you go. Tank will take that shit too. He's like, oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, I like to see that.
Nigga, Josh Taylor literally had from dreams to nightmares, nigga.
Man, that dude struggles horrendously with southpaws.
How did he go from being on top of the world to fucking that so fucking quick?
Well, I like when I tried to tell people Jack Taylor wasn't all that because of the Prograis fight, people said I was crazy. But then after this fight, all of a sudden people started looking at that Prograis tape like, maybe this nigga did lose. I was like, yeah,
I did look like a plum.
yeah. Yeah, so honestly, like I always say, you fighting niggas like Barancic. Barancic is nothing special. You fighting niggas
Barancic was undefeated champion.
That's fine, but I said he's nothing special. Shit. It's just like what I think of Callum Smith and Billy Joe Saunders. These are undefeated champions, but they were nothing special. And as we've seen based on his career trajectory, that's proven right. There's nothing special. he's not even 30.
You have white champion, and you telling me Canelo fights 3 of them in a row, or 2 of them in a row? I meant. Matter of fact, yeah, 3 of them.
That's one thing. I'm not gonna say Ivan Barancic was bad, but I'm saying he's nothing special, and he's not even 30 yet, and people are already encouraging him to retire because he's been knocked out brutally. He's been knocked out brutally back to back. And even Josh Taylor was in there whooping the shit out of him, and he had a toughish fight with Abel Ramos. So it just that is what that is. And then he fought Jose Ramirez, which, again, undefeated champion at the time, unified champion, sure, but skill-wise, nothing is super extravagant. And then the guy he fought right before Catterall was a complete nobody, from Thailand, and the knockout looked like some bullshit, if you ask me. I'm just keeping it real. It was one of those knockouts.
Song.
Yeah, it was one of those knockouts where I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that fight should have never happened.
No,
Yeah,
it seemed like Taylor getting The protection.
Hey, I gotta shut this down though, cause I gotta get me some sleep.
All
All
right.
right, for sure. All right.
All right,
Y'all
man.
have
Y'all
a,
be safe.
yeah, you too. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for having me up,
We're
Art.
gonna hear the next crazy story tomorrow on Boxing Twitter. So
Lomachenko's plane shot down by Russian missiles. Or some shit.
yeah, it's all Art Man's fault.
Yeah.
Next thing we gonna know, Ryan Garcia struggling to make a weight.
Oh my fucking god.
Nah, for Ryan Garcia, he about to make a movie about his life. I gotta go see that shit. All right, bye. I'm
All right,
hot.
y'all.
All right, later.
Yo.